And we are live.
Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we live?
We are definitely.
Are we live?
There's like
Are we
four-
live
Are we
on
live?
dead air?
Yep.
Did you say there's 4?
No. There's 4 viewers. Right?
Oh, okay,
Oh.
because when you said there was 4, I thought like, whoa,
no,
okay,
no.
let's not set the mood. There's only 3 of us down here.
All right. Yeah. That's not.
That's what we think, lah. That's what we think.
You know,
Yeah.
I swear to all of you out there who are watching, one day we will give you a proper actual introduction when we start these episodes, and not all this nonsense that we always end up doing.
Yep.
Oh man, it's the worst because it always seems like people are joining us in mid conversation.
Yeah. I mean, true that. I mean,
Yeah
but
lah.
that's like the whole candid point, right? Of
Yep.
everything, right?
We always have this desire to look professional and then just ruin it within 5 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as
wait.
you can see, we are in our studio again.
We are in our
no
studio
longer from home because we have a very special guest.
Yes. Wait. Hang on.
Okay. Hold your horses. Yes.
Hang on.
What's up?
We will do the proper introduction. First of all, hi, for those of you who don't know, Wayne, writer for Ghost Maps. That handsome fellow over there is Kyle.
Yeah, I'm the co-creator of Ghost Maps and executive producer.
And here is our special guest for today's
For
very
tonight.
special episode. Yes.
Yes.
Miss, am I correct?
Miss, yes, Miss.
Miss Cynthia Kuang.
Yes.
Some of you might recognize her from Jack Neo's long time ago too.
Yeah, that was like I think six years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 6 years ago.
Ah,
Yeah.
but see, if they don't recognize you for that, some of you might recognize her from the YouTube channel. I'm gonna mispronounce this. Chokbot.
Yeah, Chopbox Studios.
Yeah, got it right.
Yeah.
Chokbot Studios.
Yes.
However, and this is the most important, okay? All of them out there, right? All of you out there watching, right? Wait, Chok, have you started recording?
Yes.
Okay, good. I like how it took me like a minute into the broadcast before I decided.
Yeah.
But but this is very important. It's very important that most of y'all out there, where do they know Cynthia from? They know you from Closing Time.
Oh wow, that was so smooth. I don't even know how to respond to that. That's like super smooth, man. Oh my god.
But what if they don't know what is closing time?
Well, if you don't know what is Closing Time,
We are disappointed.
we are disappointed. But look, okay, we also believe in second chances.
Yeah, you can watch it again.
You can watch it again. In
Yeah.
fact, if you're tuning in tonight, oh, lucky you.
Oh.
We'll give them a bit of a, So for those of you who don't know, I'm sure some of you do, but for those of you who don't know, Closing Time was the very first short film brought to you by your favorite Ghost Maps creators.
HANTU.
Yes. I say favorite Ghost Maps creators. If you've got other if you know other
They
Ghost
are
Maps
not
creators,
counted.
exactly.
Just kidding.
No, don't be kidding about this. You're absolutely right. They don't
Okay,
count.
I'm absolutely
Oh
right.
no.
Only we count.
When he's starting something.
If you know Ghost Maps, like if you know of any other show called Ghost Maps out there, please let us know,
Sure.
because then I'll be curious, like why are they called Ghost Maps?
Yeah.
Where did they get the name from? Did they come out first?
Exactly.
Uh-huh. So Closing Time is the very first film by Carl and myself. Obviously,
Yes.
Carl did the directing and we co-wrote it. Because if I did directing, it would be a horrible film.
No lah.
No,
Because
come on, don't say that.
I have never directed before in my entire life.
Never
It might-
say never, dude.
That's always a first, right?
Yeah, that's always a first
okay,
time.
let me rephrase. I
Okay.
don't want to put myself down. I
Yeah,
have
sure.
not directed yet.
Yes. Yeah.
So there you go.
And it's also it's a co-production. Actually, it's produced by our good friends at Citrus. Just shout out to Citrus, Shervin and John.
Thank
so they're
you.
next door. Yeah, they did really great job at the production side. Yeah, so the film is not just about us. It's more
Yep.
than the 3 of us. There's
Yep,
much
yep.
more. Yeah, right. Remember
Yep,
the set
yep.
was like 4 people.
Yeah.
It would have been a very, very interesting film. It was literally just one director, one writer, and then one actor.
Wow.
I'm quite sure at that point in time it becomes a stage production.
New idea lah.
Yeah, I think that's quite a good idea. We can explore that next
Yeah,
time. Yeah. I wanted to say that I really want to comment on like the production behind this because the art and everything was really perfect. Like if you guys see, if you guys, I mean, I don't know if they watched, right?
Or if they haven't yet,
yeah,
first of
please
all,
go and
again,
watch it.
shame on you.
Yes.
Second of all, we believe in second chances. Don't worry about it because they will see how good the art is. Because
Yes.
tonight we will have a screening of. Do we have a definite name for the cut? Because like there's the Snyder cut. This is the Carl cut.
The actual cut lah.
The
This is the actual
the
cut.
the
actual
actual
Yeah.
full length.
Yeah.
I say full length. It's still a short film.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a short
So
film.
don't freak out. But the full. Can we say extended cut? Extended cut.
Yeah.
Extended cut.
I haven't even watched the extended cut, so
Well.
I am very, very excited.
You know what the most important part of this extended cut is?
What?
Aside from the fact that it expands on the characters and really shows like your acting and the whole cast. My cameo is kept inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. Okay.
I won't spoil it. but my cameo's inside.
But I need to jump in real quick. Read one of the comments. WSA said that
Yeah.
Wayne can always try out directing by directing traffic.
Oh,
That's harsh, man.
but that's still a form of directing, right?
It is still a form of
Wayne?
directing,
Right.
and I'm a firm believer in road safety, so I'm not even gonna try to direct that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wayne,
Oh yes, yeah. I thought you were gonna ask me about like, my ability to direct traffic. No, my ability to direct traffic not that great. However, yes, we shall jump into closing time now. Shall we do?
Oh my
closing
god,
time?
I'm so
Yes, it is.
excited, guys. I haven't even.
I haven't seen I haven't seen this in probably a couple of weeks.
yeah.
So I kind of watching it.
So it's a fresh experience for you.
It's still it's the expiry date haven't reached yet, so it's still quite fresh.
Okay.
So without further ado, so I present to you closing time.
Closing.
Thank you.
老公，
哎，
需要帮忙吗？
没什么事能难倒你老公。老婆，今天还蛮安静的，要早点关吗？
你累啦？等多下次吧。
好吧。
Hello, how can I？老公，
哎，你叫我。
Dek, awak ada jual sabun cuci baju? Ada. Susah nak cari kedai yang buka lewat macam ni. Cik pun mana boleh kerja pagi kan? Lagipun kedai awak ni ada jual banyak benda. Nanti Cik akan bilang kawan Cik pasal kedai awak ni. Baiklah. Cik jalan dulu. Terima kasih ya.
他刚刚说要叫什么朋友？
Can I get some blasters? Mama.
Excuse me, do you have any dental floss with these?
你有卖雨伞吗？
昂眼鸡包。
老公，老公，老公，老公，你别闹了啊！生气了啊！喂，老公， 起来呀、老公。
Salam takziah sayang. Pasal Steven. Cik minta maaf.
Ni, siapa 帮忙吗？
Yep, and we are back. Hope
We
you
are
enjoyed.
back,
Yeah, I hope you
yeah.
enjoyed.
How many? We've got quite a few people watching now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All of y'all should be crying by now, I assume.
Yeah, you
do
guys cry.
Do you,
Please cry.
do you all need a moment? Do you need tissues, like, just to dry the tears? I understand.
Yeah.
No, 'cause, like we were just talking about it
Mm-hmm.
just before we came back, and I was saying that my partner, she helped with the Malay parts of the script. Obviously, I also needed help with the Chinese parts because I don't know if you noticed, I can't speak Chinese.
It's so hard to tell, right?
Hard to
Yeah,
tell.
no, it's so hard to tell that. I mean, you look like you could totally speak Chinese.
Ni hao. That's about as far as it gets.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh yeah, your partner.
No. I can also order Coke Tzuki. That's not. Is it?
What?
Coke Tzuki. Nobody
What
orders
is
Coke Tzuki.
Coke
What? This is
Tzuki?
1998.
Well, that's the last time I made that order.
Okay, fine.
Stop reviewing our age, Wayne.
Oh, it's too late already. It's too late already. The grey hair kind of gave it away.
Wait,
Okay.
tangent.
Right, sorry.
Your
Yes,
partner.
Tangent. No, so my partner, not Kyle, my
Oh,
actual
okay.
romantic
Oh,
partner.
okay.
This one just work wife only.
Ah,
Like
I see.
actual wife.
I see.
She helped with the Malay portions of the script.
Okay.
So when she read it, just the script when she started crying.
Hmm.
Then she saw your performance. Then she cried even more.
Oh my god, I'm so touched. Thank you.
So she really enjoyed it,
Thank you,
which
thank you
says a
so
lot
nice.
because she can't even listen to episodes of Ghost Map because she's scared.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know when I first saw the script, right, I really liked it a lot because I was thinking like, how do we play it? You know, how do we play the characters to an extent where it's not just horror? You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
there are elements and there are flares to it, to the story. You know, there's like,
See,
yeah.
which is exactly why we're quite happy that we worked with you also because like that I mean, we've had this conversation with so many people before where we talk about how it's even our scary moments are never like horror.
Yeah.
And which is why we were really, really happy with your performance. Even like for us, the three most important ones were you. What was Steven's name again? Vesta, yes. Vesta and Cassandra, who played the Miss P. Because we felt like the three of y'all were gonna carry the emotional weight of the film. Yours must have been like extra hard. I think you, like in terms of the emotional weight, I think most of it fell on your shoulder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay. No, but I feel like it's easier to get into character because I felt like Vesta was a really good actor.
Yeah.
Like the emotions that he was bouncing off for me, and I felt like it was natural.
Yeah.
And like our chemistry on set was really good.
Yeah, they
honestly.
had great chemistry.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, like we said, this is the extended cut. And the original, I think the original cut we had was like a minute.
A minute.
No, 3 minutes.
The very, very first version was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Minutes. Yeah.
That felt very quick.
Yeah.
But if like even this one as well, we're so glad. I'm really happy that Carl kept in like the whole stretch at the start before the credits.
Yeah.
Because this is okay lah. I'm saying it now. I'm not just saying it because we're live. But this is my favorite version of it. Because there's a whole bit in the front where the two of you all are just like bouncing off each other. And you kind of establish that also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we had to age for the role, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we say this?
Yes,
we
we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you could tell, she's very young.
Hey.
Young
thank
looking.
You, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not buying coffee later.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but yeah, you know, like they had to play someone in middle age lah. I would say middle age.
30s,
like Wayne's age.
No, well, that's fairly accurate. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think they did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she's sitting beside me when I was watching the film. I was like, wow, actually, yeah, I can feel the age. I really can feel the age.
Yes.
That's another thing which I really liked about yours and Vesta's performance is that we had good makeup artists who did a wonderful job on the creature effects. But we didn't age y'all up with makeup.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Clearly. Because you and Vesta do not look like you're around my age. But
Yeah.
no, but that's the wonderful thing also because like you get that sense that the two of y'all have been married for a very long time.
yep.
And I'm sure Carl feels the same way, but for me it's just a wonderful thing to watch because like you write it up and you think to yourself, oh, will it work?
Yes.
Because like, you know, that kind of chemistry, and it's really important to get. And you and Vesta, I think, had like excellent chemistry. And,
Yeah. I really feel like the chemistry with Vesta was really good.
But
Yeah.
like, can we like talk about like that last scene though?
Oh yeah.
Like when we push in the camera, right? I think that shot was close to 2 minutes. What was how was it like? You know?
How was it like? Okay, I think it was a fairly emotional moment. Definitely, like I could, because I think like the backstory to why we are starting to see ghosts and everything in our shop is because like can I say this?
Yes,
actually?
yes.
Yeah. So it's because actually from the very start, Vesta already knew that his time was up. Like my husband already knew that his time was up. So that's why when when he knew that his time was up, that's when our shop started like attracting spirits and stuff and everything. Yeah. So at the moment, I was just trying to feel like, you know, my husband really knew that he was gonna pass away, but he's not telling me anything. And when he finally moved on, I think that would have been a fairly emotional moment for anyone, I'd say.
Yeah, because like I was gonna ask this also later on also, but like how tough was that for you, that scene? Because like that whole stretch of Vesta's character Steven collapsing in the shop and then everything after that, because I remember, okay, my memory's not exactly terribly great so, but I remember the set, like even after we stopped filming that particular scene, it was just so quiet on set.
Yeah. I realized that it's always like that whenever I film like emotional scenes, because afterwards then it will get like really quiet. Everyone will be like, oh shit. And I mean, if you want me to be honest, it really does get to you sometimes. Like, you know, after filming an emotional scene and then you go back home, sometimes you just feel like, I still want to cry. It's not enough. You know, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so it gets quite heavy, I would say, sometimes. And I think we did that scene around 3 a.m.
Yeah.
If I'm not
3
wrong.
a.m.
Yeah, it was 3 in the
very
morning.
late. We shot it one night. Shot
Yeah.
it in one night.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Kudos to the team. It was really well done.
the
Within
team-
one night, you know.
Yeah, the
Come
whole
on, guys.
team was excellent. One
Yeah.
night, finished one short film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think I even stayed all the way till the
you,
end.
did
also.
it. You left at you left after that scene.
Yeah.
I think shortly after that
Yeah.
scene. Yeah, and also like I mean, I just want to ask, like, because I don't think I got the chance to ask you this. When we were filming that scene, we burned an incense, right, to signify that the character has passed on.
Yep.
And you were in mourning. So, you specifically asked us whether if we could like not do that. Is there a reason? Was it because you were feeling like, oh, okay, got spirit around? You know, what was happening?
I mean, that's what they always say, you know, they always have like the urban myths and stuff and legends that they say like you're not supposed to be burning incense for someone if that person hasn't passed on yet.
Oh.
I know, but if I mean the idea of it is there, but I was just worried that, you know, whether or not it will affect like
Lester,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was quite worried about that.
Well, now clearly we need to do a special edition where, because we didn't actually film it, we can use the CG from all the millions of dollars we will make from the short film.
Sure, totally, man.
Sure.
And then we'll CG. So if we CG it in, it's not so bad. So then we'll CG it in, and then after that we'll extend it and everything, and then we'll do like the special edition where there's like monsters everywhere. From the millions of dollars we'll be getting from the show. I don't know where we're gonna get it.
Yeah, man. Anyone want to sponsor? Please hit the
Yeah.
comments, man.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
yeah.
please. If any of you watching now, right, want to invest like how much will we need to do a special edition of this full length feature?
No idea, dude.
Whatever lah, just throw a whole bunch of money at us
Yeah,
lah.
Yeah.
more than happy to do it, right? We'll be more than happy.
I mean, Carl said it best. We'll get the whole team back together. Happy.
Yes.
This time, hopefully, we can do it over more than one night lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Carl, you wanna go?
yeah. No, so I just want to like read some comments really
okay.
quick. Like, there's some that really enjoyed it. Well done, guys. Fazlina said that it's very sad. Yes, it is. It's supposed to be very ambivalent. Like, you know, life and death is just part of the cycle. Yeah. Oh, hi Winnie. She said that it was really good. Thank you. I read this comment already, Afnish. I'm going to read it very slowly. It's not related, but I'm still going to have to address it, right? So, why was Unearthed Episode 1 narrated by Wayne and the narrator? Now we definitely know that Wayne is not the narrator.
Wait, what? Unearthed Episode 1 was narrated by me?
Wait, what?
Okay. So, Wayne, maybe you want to quickly address this?
Okay, since we're talking about Unearthed, yes, I narrated part of it and the narrator narrated another part of it. The reason for this is that the whole historical side of things, the whole cultural side of things, that we wanted it to come from a bit more of a not exactly an acting point of view, whereas our narrator actually knows. I clearly don't know how to act.
We are obviously not actors, right?
Clearly not. Clearly not. So we wanted it to have a bit more of a factual feel to it. So what better way than to get like one of the two of us to read it? And Carl's shy. So
No, lah,
Really?
my English
Very
is
shy.
not that great.
it's okay lah. You can read, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I am not as shy and quite shameless, so you know I naturally volunteered myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the reason why we split it. We also wanted to give the more factual parts and the fictional parts like different feel, so that you know it's like what was it like 47 minutes? for
Yeah,
the episode?
47 minutes.
Yeah, so you don't hear my voice for 47 minutes, which you know eventually will put people off. It's like, oh my god, when will he shut up? So this is our way of varying things up a little bit.
I mean, in all fairness, I think Wayne did an excellent job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for his narrating. A lot of you have been saying that he has the radio voice.
That's lovely.
So I feel like I think he did a good job. But you know, if you have hate for Wayne, just send them here.
No,
Let him address it.
No, my mother always said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything.
Oh,
No lah, I'm
okay.
just joking. Yeah. So Lucas
you?
Liu said that he totally enjoyed the film, stirred up as much emotion in me in the opening sequence of Up.
Oh wow, that is
Hey,
a very
cannot compare lah.
Wow.
Hey, bro, cannot compare.
I don't know how to address. I feel so like
I need to address it with a pun. Up is up there.
okay, yeah.
We are closing time.
Okay, that's a good. That's a
we
good
close shop.
one.
We close shop. Close shop and go up is two different things. Right?
I'm a little bit upset that he came out of the pun first. I'll be
Oh
honest.
yeah, okay.
yeah.
But oh my god, that was really thank you,
Thank you,
Lucas,
thank
thank
you.
you.
That's
So it's a team effort.
Yes.
Guys, always remember, right? Making films is not about the director. It's not about the
Yes,
producers.
yes,
Not about the
yes,
actors. It's a
yes.
team thing. Down to the PA who buys you coffee.
Yes.
It's a team thing because nobody cannot function without one. So
Yes.
please remember that, right?
Our PA was very good that day. Like
Yes,
I
yes.
remember like every 3 hours, like he would just come, hey, are you okay? Do you want to eat something? Do you want to have coffee? That's so sweet.
I don't remember that because I'm old and it
You
was
left.
past. No,
you
it-
left early.
No. Left early is one thing, but even before that, also 1 o'clock is already past my bedtime. See, started already. Haven't even reached 1 o'clock yet. 1 o'clock is already past my bedtime, so I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Zombie mode.
Yeah.
Okay, one last comment before we move forward. So WSA is asking, how long ago was the film shot? It was shot in 2020, right smack in the middle of the pandemic. Can we expect a second short film soon with Wayne as co-director? Ooh, Wayne as co-director.
Yeah.
I second that.
Slow down, guys. Slow down. If there's anything shorter than a short film, I'll direct that first.
Traffic.
Traffic, yes. For maybe 5 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I think we should say this as well. Even though it's shot in 2020,
Yeah.
everything on set was in accordance to
Yep.
yeah.
for safety considerations and everything. So that was okay. Like that was, and I think this is probably more for the two of y'all because both of y'all have been on sets. Like, how different was it for y'all in terms of being on that set in the middle of
Normal.
really bad-
Normal. Ah.
Oh yeah, actually I wanted to say I totally forgot that this was shot during the pandemic. I totally forgot about it, but I felt like it was different and definitely challenging.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of things that was in place, a lot of restrictions, you couldn't get too close to one another, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I felt it was normal.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was down there like, okay, can I go down there? It's like,
Yeah,
okay, no,
exactly.
So I was like, I had no idea what.
So
Like,
this proves that he's antisocial because he on normal
Yeah.
days he doesn't mix with people.
exactly. He was like,
Very, very
no, I am the director. How dare you speak to me?
Yeah.
No.
Don't look me in the eye.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Kyle, I remember his most sociable moment was when he took the chair and he flung into set. It's like, you call this acting? And then for some reason he wasn't yelling at you, he was yelling at me. I was like, I'm not even acting in this. And he's like, you are a terrible customer. By the way, I hope all of y'all caught my cameo at the start. Very
Wait.
important.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
Wayne was the guy who bought stuff from your shop
I
before you
forgot.
closed it. Yeah.
I mean, this was like a year. It was more than a year ago.
More than
right?
a year. Yeah, it's more than a
It
year.
was shot in September 2020. Yeah, more than a year.
Yeah.
So, wait. You haven't answered that question.
Okay,
Sorry, what was the
which is
question
why-
again?
Can we expect a second short film soon with Wayne as co-director?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. They can hear me on the mic, right?
Yeah, they can hear
Obviously,
you.
right?
I don't know lah. Like,
If Wayne can write such good scripts, he can co-direct that well too. Right,
okay.
guys?
I also feel like we have to give credit where it's due. So the script, I wrote the entire script in English, obviously, and we had like people who helped us translate. So like my partner was one. Cassandra altered. She actually, if I'm not wrong, she altered the translated script also, so that it sounded more natural when she was speaking as well. And who did the
Mandarin?
Who did the Mandarin parts? Yeah,
Me.
Well, there you go. Kyle, our translator, did the Mandarin parts as well.
I mean, I got help as well, but
Yeah.
I did most of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say about Cassandra. I think she did an amazing job. Seriously
Miss P.
though, like when I showed my friends the short film, right, everyone was saying, "Wow, Cassandra's performance is amazing," and really kudos to her.
Yeah.
She was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I'm laughing because like whenever I think of her performance, I remember that one thing that happened on set.
Which is what?
She was in full makeup, FX makeup, like as Miss P, right? So we were shooting at a shop house, and this was like 3 a.m. Everybody's like doing their own thing, and she was taking a break lah, by the smoking corner, right?
Oh yeah.
Then out of nowhere, because it's so quiet, Then we hear a scream. And then the next thing we know is this Machit screaming and running away. And then the husband holding her, sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh,
So she thought that she saw a Pontianak at the smoking corner, which now it just sounds ridiculous.
I think my favorite part about that wasn't so much that the woman screamed and ran away. I think my favorite part about that was, if I'm remembering this right, the husband was apologetic, but also the look on his face was like he wanted to laugh.
No, he was laughing.
He was, right?
He was laughing. Yeah.
I think the whole idea behind it is that, wow, Miss P actually smokes. That is very, very... I don't even know what to say.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's stressful being Miss P.
I assume so.
So I hope that Wayne can co-direct soon.
Yes, I hope so too.
Well, you know, some actors, you know, eventually become directors over time. So, you know, I had my brief moment in the spotlight as human customer number 1. So clearly it's time for me to pull a Ben Affleck. I've done my acting, so you know, I guess next time around I'll be directing lah.
It's not easy to act, you know. Your hand gotta act also when you're passing the money to people.
I was like,
you know, you gotta
When I was standing there, I was like, what's the motivation to my hand?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, my
Totally.
hand. I gotta tell my hand what to do. My hand is gonna go in like that from that angle. Right.
I understand, fellow actor.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, in all seriousness, that Wayne and I, we are business partners, and we are creative partners. Which means we work very closely with each other beyond Ghost Maps and HANTU. So we definitely gonna
Sounds
work
so
together.
romantic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So if I'm making any short film, I'm directing any short films, you can expect that Wayne to be writing it.
Yes.
Yeah. So don't
Co-directing.
say no to the possibility. Yeah.
Co-directing, we'll see. Eventually, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly. But you know, I want to explore my career and
Yeah.
hopefully
Right.
hopefully not get typecast as customer.
But if you want to see more of Wayne's work, he's a published writer, so go check him out.
There
Oh,
you go.
I wanna see it. Where?
Yeah. No, don't worry. We will
Yeah.
self-promote ourselves later.
Okay,
It's fine.
sure.
Okay, so now it's about our guest.
Yes.
Wayne.
Sorry, going back to our actual guest.
Hey.
Elisabeth was talking. No, okay. So I wanted to ask, like, for something like this, do you when you're reading the script before you come onto the set, do you feel like there's any certain kind of preparations that you have to do, or is it one of those things where it's one of those roles where you feel like, okay, I can only really get a feel of this when I'm working with the other actors. There's not much I can do to prepare. Like, how do you get ready for this kind of role?
I think like definitely there has to be some homework to be done. You know, like how long I will ask myself, like, how long have I been married to this guy? I think we did a script brief also before the actual thing. So I was just, you know, asking like, how long have we been together, that kind of stuff. And I think, but it all boils down to the actual chemistry with the actor, I'd say. Yeah, so Vesta definitely helped me a lot. Yeah, so there wasn't really much homework to do, I would say, if I'm not gonna lie. But I think it's more like preparing yourself for the big scene, for the emotional scene, because I have this very bad problem. Like, I tend to get very nervous before an actual emotional scene, and then, you know, sometimes when you're too nervous you can't cry. You know, people always say when you want to cry you think of sad stuff, but actually it's the other way around. The more you think about it, the more you cannot cry. Yeah, so that's the thing that I realized that I always have this problem with. I would tend to overthink on things. I'll tend to overthink on the emotions. Am I doing it right? Am I doing this? And then I cannot get into character. So I was actually quite worried that I would be that day. So,
See, that makes it even more amazing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember, okay, because everybody's running around on set. So we all knew that the big emotional scene was coming up. And like, I can't remember exactly where everybody was and what everybody was doing and everything. But the fact is that I remember it was slightly quieter before that scene. And like, the fact that you managed to pull it off that well.
Yeah.
With that, see, that makes it even more impressive because, like, you got all that pressure on you and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I have too high expectations of myself, but you know, when I was watching, I was like, I should have done better. I don't know, it's just me lah, guys. I'm sorry. It's just really me. I have very high expectations for myself when it comes to like my acting and stuff and everything. So I'm like,
Same. I think I can
We
say
all
all
do.
for all of us in the film industry. Like, when I was watching it, I cringed a little. Every time I make a film, I try not to watch it again, so you can see that how much we are doing for you guys. I try not to watch my old works because it makes me cringe. I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a bad piece of work. I'm proud of it. You know, it has screened a couple of official selections already, but it's just weird. Like, it's like, I could have done this better, right? Like, when you start nitpicking, like, why I hold this shot so long?
Yeah.
I have to say, by far, you have given me my favorite nitpick that I've seen anybody do for their work, which is like, because we were watching it just now, right? And then you just looked at it and you were like all serious watching. Then you went, my hair in the scene.
No, I get it.
I mean, okay, I get it, but also I was like, it took me a second. I was like, okay, what's going on with your hair? Then you're like, no, my hair is down here, but then it should.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's just like, you know, I was so annoyed when I was watching. I was like, my hair. You know, that's the thing. Like, what I meant by when I will overthink is that I will think of, is my hair okay? Is it covering my face? Am I putting in enough emotions? That kind of stuff. And then when you overthink too much on focusing on how to cry better, you can't actually cry.
Yeah, I think I agree. The night before every shoot that I'm directing, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I have problems sleeping. I will have anxiety. I'll be like, like, what if everybody hates me? Like, you know, directors have this like really typical. Directors have this stereotype like, oh, this director is an asshole. Yeah, let's not work with him. This director doesn't know what he's doing. Let's not work with him. You know, you get this stress. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
No.
I love how at this point in time, between the three of us, right, I'm probably the most relaxed about rewatching it again.
Yeah.
One, because like, I think for me it's slightly different because when I have actors, and I've been like very lucky in that sense, like whether it's voice actors or like, you know, on camera actors, right? The actors that we've worked with, I say we because like most of them have been with Carl, so the actors that we worked with have all been like, good is one thing, professional and friendly also.
Yeah.
Which is the kind of combination that I don't expect to have for most collaborations. But
Definitely.
like you guys were all like, it was actually genuine, and I know it was in the middle of a pandemic, so there was still like social distancing and everything. But I still feel like the set was very lighthearted.
Yes, it was. It really was. And I really want to say like another time is that the lights and everything, the art was just perfect. Like if you watch it, if you could really watch it, you guys watched it, right? If you rewatch it again, you guys can see like the lights and the settings and everything, the art and how it was being placed. Do you know like everything in the shop? Okay, you guys watched the opening section, right? Like you guys see how the shop and everything was like. It wasn't like that. It didn't look like that from the start. Yeah. So it's like, that's why I said like the art did an amazing job. They put a lot of stuff. They kind of like decorated the entire shop. It never looked like that when we first saw it.
See, now my surprise reaction gives away that I was such a diva and showed up to the set later.
No lah.
No, but yeah, I do remember them setting everything up and everything. It was like, and because I guess because it was such a small crew as well it felt a little bit more close knit also. That way.
Yeah. That's for sure.
But by small we mean like 20 people lah.
I mean, you know, for I guess for a film crew that's kind of small, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I had so much fun though. I really had so much fun.
So,
I find such a waste that we only filmed for one day. I was like,
me too. But we only had enough because it's an independent film.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of our put in our mind, and of course they've graciously given us their time, even though we didn't have such a big budget for this film.
Yeah.
So if there's any investor, talk to us, either me or my producer Shervin. Then we could work on a feature version, you know.
Yeah.
We can get Mavis back again so that Steven can die a second time.
Wow.
And then we can have a feature film version. You can see the story pan out much, much longer.
I feel like there was so much more that
I
we
know,
could have,
right? Yeah.
we could have said, we could have done, we could have filmed. Yeah.
Because like when we came up with the idea, so I think initially it was supposed to be just a flat out comedy.
Yeah.
If I could be wrong, but if I remember right, Steven wasn't even supposed to die.
Oh.
The initial version.
Yeah.
This was to die. Okay.
So, you know,
we
added that in later on to just make
Dramatic
it even
flair.
more difficult for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, thanks.
Ka was like, she's a good actress.
Hey.
Let's give her more. No, but like that came later on in the draft and everything. So like it would be quite interesting to explore that. Because again, rewatching this now, I haven't seen this for like a couple of weeks. So rewatching it again, it just occurs to me how much, like, yes, the emotional work you put in that scene was like, you know, in terms of just the pure acting, that was probably my favorite part. But in terms of the story itself, that whole stretch at the start for me, and because I'm obviously not gonna sit down there and watch Carl edit the whole time, like sit over his shoulders, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But watching it again and then seeing that whole stretch, and I was there when y'all were doing the thing. Of course, got no subtitles, so I had no idea what was going on. But watching that stretch now, I feel like that's my favorite part, just the chemistry between you and Vesta.
Yeah, and then you know the front part where he went like, you know, that wasn't in the script. That wasn't even planned. That was everything was just, we did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of little actions on set that was in the film that wasn't in the script. We did a lot of this kind of stuff. So we just like, hey, let's just try that. Say, okay, sure.
Yeah, because I really appreciate that also, because like I could be wrong lah, because I haven't looked at the script in like don't know how many months, probably more than a year by now. I remember specifying in the script like, oh, okay, you know, they're clearly very close and everything, but I never gave like specific things in the script about like, oh, then they do this gesture and do that gesture, and then I was down there, and again, I clearly have no idea what y'all are saying because it's been translated at that point already, but you can see like the little gestures that when y'all did all of that, I was like, oh, that's nice, and I was like sitting there, I was like, oh, that's nice, and then for somebody who's like, I think the bit for me that's where I'm always nervous is the point after I finish writing the script and before we start shooting, because I have no idea I cannot visualize what it could be, or at least I'll visualize it to a certain point, and then it's always nice, and it's always, I've been lucky in that case lah, where collaborators always bring the extra thing, but it's always still surprising. So when y'all started doing like those little gestures and the little, just the playfulness about it, right? It was like, I literally had to sit down there for half a second. My first instinct was, that's nice. And then second of all was like, did I write that in the script? No, right? And I sitting down there and take out phone, check the script. I didn't write that. Ooh, nice, good choice.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how did you and Vesta come up with those things? Like, was it spontaneous, or were you all just like thinking, oh, okay, should we do this? Should we do that?
I think it was spontaneous. Like, it just came, but we didn't even rehearse that. It was just like when after he Carl shot action, and then we just like, wait, then he just did that. I was like, okay, I'll just react that back. I was like, wow,
that's nice.
Yeah, that's why I said the chemistry was really good.
They had
with
really good chemistry. The moment we cast them, then we saw them reading the lines, we knew like chemistry is there lah. Like the production team. Yeah, I mean, just to shout out, I mean, we invited Vesta as well as Miss P, Cassandra, but both of them couldn't join us because of scheduling. But Cynthia is here, so but it's okay. Maybe after them watching this, they were like, hey, we need to go. Then we can have a part 2. Then we have all 3 of them here, right? Man. So there's one question targeted at you. Jolene asks, hello Cynthia, question for you. Do you have any rituals before going on set, especially on a horror short film?
Rituals, I'd say. I guess you can pray, whichever faith that you are. This is usually what I do. I mean, just pray, and then just pray for safety and protection. I don't really have any rituals like, sometimes you have to, some people believe in bathing or something, before you reach home or like that kind of stuff, but I don't really do that. So I just pray lor. To whichever faith that you do, just pray. Yeah.
So did you like pray after the film?
I pray before and after.
Nice. But just just for the audience, we also have a BTS. We will link it when we upload.
I never even watched the BTS.
I'll show you later. So we actually prayed for the whole set safety lah. So so we also did the thing. We're not stupid. And I got a friend who is very strong religiously to be on set the whole night.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that. Yeah.
He's steady. He just all the way. Okay, your set is safe. Okay, go and do. Yeah.
An actual spiritual consultant.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Spiritual consultant. I never thought of that name.
Because I remember we started praying before. I think before most of the cast and crew arrived actually. So we started praying down there as well, and I remember at that point in time, I was like, okay, so how do I do this? And then like our spiritual consultant was like, okay, you hold joystick like this, okay, like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So not only did he had to guide us spiritually, but he had to go like, he had to go to me, it's like, you have no idea what you're doing, do you? okay, come, I'll show you.
So I mean, jumping on some questions for our guests, right? I mean, you you do a lot of film productions and stuff, right? So do you have any experience?
Any horror experience?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been doing this live thingy also, like this live horror thingy. In Chinese, it's called 都是鬼传说. Okay, I don't know how to translate that in,
No,
in English.
that's fine. Live horror. Wait. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, before you get to your story, what does the live horror thingy entail? Because now I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so we started out with just sharing horror stories in Chinese. Like we just stream at home, and then we just talk about like the horror experiences that we have had, or we have experiences, or any horror experiences that our fans or our friends might experience. So we just talk about that, and then afterwards we started doing like a series where we explore different haunted places in Singapore. But the thing is, right, we explore the place with an intention of not trying to find the spirit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of Ghostbusters thingy, like, oh, I want to see something. But that is not our main point. Our main point is actually just to go there and explore and then tell people what you should do and what you should not do. Yeah.
Actually, that's quite good.
Yeah, because it's like I find that majority of the shows nowadays, it's like sometimes I don't know if you guys watch, but sometimes they can get quite rude.
Yep.
You know, like sometimes they just
Yes.
go there and then they're just like, come out now, I want to see you.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't understand why you guys have to do that. So yeah, we want to take a different approach by actually going there and, telling people what you should do, what you should not do, like have basic respect also for, such... I don't even know how to describe them.
No.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for the
wow.
We should
paranormal.
always
Yeah.
have respect.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I do lah. And then definitely have a bit of experience here and there where we see some stuff, I feel some stuff, that kind of.
I mean, okay lah. Before we
Yeah.
get to the experience, I just want to say
Yeah.
like that's very nice to hear.
Yeah.
Like, that somebody's like, oh, we're gonna explore. We don't want to disturb them. We just want to go explore, and then here's what you do. Like
Yeah.
that has got to be the most polite. Like, I hesitate to even use the word ghost hunting. But like the most polite ghost hunting video concept I've ever heard.
Very woke,
Yeah.
very woke.
Hey, that is very sweet. I actually like that.
Yeah.
What's the show called again?
It's in Chinese, it's called 都是鬼传说. So every episode there will be different guests coming. So I was only in the first episode, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, before that we were just like sharing horror stories at my friend's place where we just set up a camera and we just talk about horror stories. So every week we'll have a topic. Like this topic, maybe this week we're talking about hospitals, and then
Right.
the next week we'll be talking about fire. So there are different stories, different themes, like
Interesting.
when it comes to like hospitals and fires and stuff, and what do you experience there, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I can see Carl's very eager. So like, let's going back to the stories.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us one of the things that you might have experienced while either on this show,
Yeah.
the name of which I'm gonna not even try to repeat,
Or on any set.
or on any set?
Yep.
Okay, so when I was doing the horror podcast with my friends, so I don't know if I'm overthinking or something, but I just felt like I just don't feel very comfortable. Like I remember like when I first started, my face was super pale and I kept feeling I wanted to faint, but I didn't see anything, thankfully. If I see something, I probably would really faint. But yeah, I mean, I was just feeling it, and everyone was just saying, "Hey, you look really pale. Are you okay?" And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't feel good. That kind of stuff. Yeah. So I think that's probably. Thankfully, lah, I didn't see or experience much. Fingers crossed.
When was this?
This was when I was filming. I mean, when I was doing my horror podcast with my friends. But when I was on set with you guys, I didn't feel anything. Thankfully.
Won. That set was blessed.
Yeah.
Here also still safe, right?
Safe,
Oh
safe,
yeah, I
safe.
wanted to say something. Okay.
Whoa,
I-
Oh yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, she was just telling us.
Okay, I'm not gonna reveal where this location is, but I think they will reveal to you guys soon where
Soon.
they are at. So
Soon.
okay, so when I came out of the lift, right? Okay, so when I came out of the lift, the left side was the toilet, and then if you go straight, it's a corridor leading to where I am now. So on the left side, I heard something, and someone just went like, "Oh," and I was like, I would just pretend that I never heard anything. I just like. Not gonna lie, I was scared
Sorry, Mike.
shitless, but yeah.
So I mean, for context, for non-Singaporean listeners, right? We are located in one of the most haunted
Yes.
office building in Singapore. Very infamous, very very infamous. yeah, Singaporeans, I think you more or less can pinpoint after so many episodes, right? But I'm not going to review us. We'll review in due time. Yeah, a lot of people who come to this studio to record Dead Air say that we are very on brand. But don't worry, they will not enter this particular office because this office is blessed. So it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you step out, then there's no promises.
There's no problem. No, but they will not do anything to you. They're just there.
I went to the loo before we started going live. Thank you for not telling me that story before that, okay?
It was a man's voice, so it's definitely not in the plane.
No. So I must say that I believe there was someone at the toilet. I'm not gonna be a skeptic and debunk your story. But I say that let's just believe that so that we all feel better.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that's very helpful. Thank you. Just don't go to the restroom anymore after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always go to the restroom after we finish recording Dead Air.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
She has to go alone.
Then
You know?
who am I gonna go? Who am I gonna go
We'll
with?
stand outside.
We'll stand outside.
No.
Which, now that I say it, sounds a bit
even
creepy.
scarier if you
Yeah.
guys stand outside and wait for me. What if like you actually heard my voice but it's not me? Okay, let's not
You
get
see,
that.
you're just jumping to conclusion now.
Let's not get that. What if I say like, hey Wayne, and after you came out, I came out and they're like, hey, did you call me just now? No, I didn't. Like, okay.
Okay, go. Time to go, right? Yeah.
Oh my god, why are you doing this to us?
Yeah. All good, guys. I've stayed till 3, 4. They are there, but they just want to make their presence known. Whatever.
I was just saying like, oh yeah, the cast was all very sweet, and then now you're sitting down here and you're putting all evil. Evil.
I just want to say you guys really have balls to be doing it here. That's all I can say, man.
It's like I said earlier on. Kyle's the one with balls. I just assume, and don't correct me if I'm wrong, I just assume that he will protect me.
Yeah, I mean we are all assuming that, right?
We're all assuming, hoping that Kyle will protect us.
Yeah.
There is a possibility that if anything happens, he's the first one that goes, bye guys, and then he
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah, but
And then that's when we find out how fast Kyle can run.
and then we have such strong faith in him.
Yes.
I like our faith in him.
We do.
Yeah.
We're like, yes, Kyle, we believe in you.
We believe in you.
Thanks.
Our life is in your hands now.
So how many users have commented already about like how they hear voices on the recording now?
No. Okay. No, but John from Longkang Kiddies says that. I believe he's wrong. Yeah. Imagine she sees the image of Wayne, but all proportions are all wrong and makes gargling noises. Why, dude? Like, why?
Proportion of what?
Like, the proportions are all weird. Like, imagine Wayne, but like super fat.
And then with a small head.
Yeah, with a small head, that makes gargling voices.
And then my
noises.
small head, but then my ears are big, and then my eyes are big.
Lord, this is like some horror shit.
We have the best viewers.
Yeah, we have the best
I
viewers.
wanted to say, you guys have the most interesting
We have the
viewers.
most imaginative viewers, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think we could write that into the script next time.
Maybe.
No, see, then we definitely need somebody to invest in us so that we can do the special
Yes.
effects.
So do you? I mean, other than that one experience from the podcast, right? So you went away lah after.
Yeah, I mean, so I have this problem since young. Like when I go to funerals or anywhere else, I would have a very bad headache. Like even before the funeral is gonna happen, like when I go there and then I just get like a very bad headache, and I'll just tell my mom, and I think there's gonna be a funeral happening here, and then it really does happen a few days later, so it's quite scary.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. So even when you don't know whether there's going to be a funeral, you get the headache, and then a few days later the funeral.
Yeah, I would know that someone's gonna die. That there's a funeral that's gonna be there. I would know it like when I let's say like I walk to some certain void decks or something, then I'll feel like this very bad headache coming. I'll like shit. I think someone's gonna die here. I don't know where, but I think someone's gonna die here. And then it really happens.
Don't take this the wrong way.
No one is gonna die. You're not gonna die.
I am so glad you're not my neighbor.
Do you have a headache now? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So I say no, you're safe.
No, I'm glad you're not my neighbor for a variety of
No.
reasons. One, like if I see you, oh hey, Cynthia, hi, and then you're like, I'm like, oh no. Two, I live in an aging neighborhood,
Oh yeah.
so you'd have a constant headache.
Yes, and sometimes it gets very bad because the headache doesn't go away even if I eat Panadols. It would
Yeah,
just
I
be
was just
there,
about to
and I'll
ask.
just be like, oh.
You need spiritual Panadols.
And
The
then there's
normal ones don't work.
and then there's nothing I can do. No matter how many Panadols I take, it just doesn't go away. So the only thing that I mean, my headache will go away is if I get out of the place. Like if I know that there's gonna be a funeral there, and I go there and I have sitting back headache, right? I have to get out of that place. I have to go somewhere else.
So what happens if you go to like a haunted location, as per se?
Yeah, then that's when I'll start to feel really. I start to feel like I'm gonna faint. I'll start to feel like, wow, I have this very bad headache. But it's a different kind of headache
Yeah.
from the funerals. Yeah, it's a different kind of
So
headache.
is it like if you go like for that show, right? You went to a few haunted places. Did you feel like
Yes.
Then
Yes.
Almost
what-
makes it worse.
Yes.
Yeah, no wait. So what do you say to the director? To the crew? Are you gonna tell them? Did you tell them?
Yeah. But
Then-
I did tell them, and then they're like, oh. They were like, oh, but we're already here. So yeah, let's just never mind, let's just go. Maybe.
Wait, so it's just a headache. It's not like you're down there like, oh, something evil is here. Obviously, you don't put the voice lah.
Yeah, I feel like majority of the times they won't really haunt you, or they
Yeah.
won't really cause you
Yeah.
like they won't really cause harm to you. I think they are just there because
Yeah, they're
I mean
just
they
there.
were there before we were there.
Yep.
You know
Agree.
what I mean? So yeah, and then we just happen to intrude, or we just happen to come across them and come to their space. It's
Yeah.
the same thing like if someone comes to your house.
Yep.
Like, it's my house, dude. But yeah, in my house. But okay, sure. I mean, you guys are just here to do whatever you guys want. I'm just gonna leave you alone. But I am here. There's nothing you can do. You cannot expect me to get out of my house.
Yep.
I think it's kind of like that.
Agree. I agree.
See,
Yeah,
putting it in
sort
that
of thing.
putting it in that context, right? Now it makes a lot of these ghost hunting videos seem all the more rude. Like you
Exactly.
just burst into somebody's house like,
Right.
hello, are you there?
It's
Yes,
definitely rude. Like
that's
it's
why.
not woke lah, right?
Yes.
It's very it's like going to someone's house and then, hey, you in or not? You in? Come out. You know. Come out, I want to
Yes.
see. What are you, 12?
That's why sometimes I'm like I cannot. I mean, no offense to anyone out there that's doing it, but I always feel like we should respect them.
Yeah.
Be it the paranormal or anything,
Yeah.
just show some respect lah. It's not very nice.
Agree.
It's just like,
I mean, even if you're the kind of person that goes hunting and all that, like you said, it's probably more about the respect than anything else. So don't bang on the door, don't go, oi, you don't hear.
yeah, or like
Just-
purposely perform some rituals or burn some stuff. Like no one will like it. If I would be mad, if someone comes to my house and start burning shit, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
I'd call the police.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what are you doing?
Exactly, right? That's why. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jolene said that is that a superpower?
I mean, I don't know, man. I would say it's both a blessing and a curse.
I think it's a gift lah.
It's a gift lah.
It's a
Yeah.
gift. It's a gift.
But it gets quite sad sometimes. Like, you know that someone's gonna die, but there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
When did you realize that this was specifically happening? When you realized, like, oh, I got a headache. Oh, funeral coming.
Since I was a kid, I think 3, 4. Or something since I was 3, 4. I always get very, very bad splitting headaches. And then somehow or rather, a funeral always happens. I'm like, at first I thought maybe it was a coincidence or something. My mom thought it was a coincidence, but it just kept happening. And then we just accepted it. Because I never saw anything. I have some friends who can see spirits. They can see like shapes and shadows and stuff. But I haven't been able to see anything. I just feel it.
Have you ever seen anything?
Yeah, there was once.
Oh.
I saw something.
That was literally my next question.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to address this comment first
Okay,
from John.
sure.
Because John he always like got like the best comment. Hospitals must be hell for Cynthia.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, boy.
yes. That's why I try my best to not go to hospitals, even if it's to visit my friends or anything. Like, I try my best to not go. Like, even sometimes when I bring let's say my boss's mom to the hospital or something, because to go for their regular checkup, I just don't feel very comfortable. You just feel like, yeah, I just want to get out of
You
there.
must be the healthiest person in the world. Because you've got like the added motivation to never go to a hospital.
Yes,
You're like, no, I'm really going to take care of my
yes.
health.
I've never been hospitalized in my life, thankfully. So, yeah, I mean, there was only once, but I didn't get admitted lah. I was just there because I just didn't feel well on set. I mean, that was quite donkey years ago. And then I just went to the hospital and just got my blood test done and stuff. And yeah, but it wasn't, yeah. It
Yeah.
felt really uncomfortable.
So let's talk about the time where you saw something.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there was once where I was overseas. I wasn't in Singapore, so I was with my ex-boyfriend then. Okay, so what happened was we were sitting at a pool. We were, I think it was around 10, 10 p.m.
Mm.
So we were just chilling by the pool. We were overseas. It was at a hotel. So we were chilling at the pool, and then the pool was here. So you know the type of hotels where there are apartments and hotels combined.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the one that we stayed in happened to be like that. So we were just chilling at the pool, and then the apartments was just in front of me, and then we were just sitting at the pool at the side. And then at the corner of my eye, I just saw something. Like there was just a figure standing at the balcony of the apartment, and she was just there, and she was dressed in white. She had very long hair,
Oh Lord.
and she was sitting on the railing.
Oh my God.
Okay, so she was just sitting there, and then she just started
Swinging.
her legs.
Oh.
I told you. Oh my God, I tell you, that was I couldn't move. I couldn't even scream.
Yeah.
I was so scared. I was just like
Right directly in front of you.
directly in front of me.
How
like,
far? Like.
Okay. How do I explain? Okay, so this is the pool, right? This is the pool, and then the building is just here. So imagine like your condo's pool.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of distance. So when you look up, you could just see.
Like.
And she was
Was she like on very high floor? Or like quite near.
I think it's 5 or 6.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was like, she was smiling, and she was swinging her legs.
So she was looking at you,
I don't know where she was looking at. I would
but you could
assume
see
that
her
she-
face lah.
Yeah, she was just smiling, and then she was just swinging her legs.
Damn, son.
I really thought I was gonna faint.
So
not
what
gonna lie.
did you tell your ex-boyfriend at the point?
I was like, do you see it? Do you see it? He was like scanning
Oh,
everything.
no.
I was like, no, I didn't see it. I couldn't even stand up. I was so scared. I was rooted to my seat. I'm not gonna lie.
you made the one mistake that you should have.
Oh,
done.
the-
Yes.
Did you see it? But I have done that also. Did you see it?
Yeah, because I was so scared. I didn't know how to respond. Like, you always have 101 things in your head to say. Like,
Yeah.
when you see this, you shouldn't do this. But when you actually encounter the real thing, right? Trust me, your mind goes blank. You don't even know what the
No.
fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where was the holiday? Which country was
Yeah,
it?
if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. It's in Indonesia. Yeah, in
Bali?
No,
Batam,
no.
Jakarta. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
just in general. No, I mean for our Indonesian listeners, no offense, but I've seen some stuff there also.
Oh, you say no offense, they probably take pride in that.
Yeah.
Like
no,
it's I mean, like we've always said this, like, the one place where if like our shows are like beloved, if Indonesians start embracing our shows, we're like, okay, we've definitely reached a whole new level. Because their ghost stories are like
Yep.
next level. So
Yep.
we're like, okay.
But I was just curious why she shown herself to me. Like because they don't just show you.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even intruding in space. I was just there chilling with my friends. Like, why is it that she wants to show me? Like, what does she want? I think that was like the question that
Yeah.
came after.
yeah.
Like a few days later when
Curiosity lah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't even sound like
I think it was just bypassing.
yeah,
The
because it
rest,
doesn't
yeah.
sound like any ill intent or so. It sounds like, she was like, oh, you holiday ah? Hope you enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Nice country.
Yeah, but why me?
You chill by the
Yeah.
pool, I chill by the railing.
I mean, to be fair, like, you've maybe she knew that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have that gift lah, where you get the headaches and everything. It was like
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, but the funny thing is when I reached there wasn't any headache. I didn't feel anything. That was the funny part. Until when I reached the pool and I saw it, I was like, but it's strange because I didn't feel anything when I was sitting at the pool. Like, I would feel something if there's something there, but I didn't feel anything at that point of time. And I was like, wow. Is it because I lost my gift? But no lah. Afterwards, I still felt.
I
when
have to say, like, we've had our guests all tell us like different stories and everything. Yours is definitely one of the most straightforward. It's one of the most straightforward, and for some reason, it's the one that's freaked me out the most. I think it's because of the fact that she was just sitting there swinging her legs and smiling.
Yeah.
It's the leg lah, it's
Yes,
the
it's
leg.
the leg.
Yeah,
when
it's-
you see the actual thing.
It's just how like casual it is. For some reason, that freaks me out even more.
And you could see like the whole thing just, oh my god.
Hang on, so like after you went, hey, do you see it?
Yeah.
Like did y'all just like get the hell
Yeah.
out of there, or because
I
you said
couldn't
you were
stand up.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand up. My ex-boyfriend had to drag me and had to pull me. I was just like rooted. I was just staring at it. I couldn't.
Did you get any sleep that night?
No, obviously not.
Okay, wait. So pool here, apartments here.
Yeah.
So pool here, apartments here. Where were y'all staying?
We were staying in the hotels, which is at the back.
Yeah, but okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
still okay
Yes,
lah. The other side. Yeah.
Enough distance. Okay.
Enough distance.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, I didn't feel anything at all when I was in a hotel room
man.
or anything, or when I actually stepped into that boundary or that, that I don't even know what you want to call that space. I didn't feel that there was anything. We were just like talking casually, and then all of a sudden, just like. And then when I see it afterwards, I didn't get any headache. I didn't get a fever. I didn't get anything. So that's why I'm like, afterwards, I think back. I'm like, why is it that she chose to reveal herself to me? You know, there's always a reason, right? Why they show
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Why they.
But they will tell you lah. I mean, yeah. Recently, I've a new experience.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think it's time to share, but
Okay.
but basically, the spiritual advisor said that in due time they will just tell you. I mean, obviously at that point you're like, oh, I'm very curious. Why? Why? We always ask why, but I think it's a matter of when for them, because they can live on forever, right?
Yep.
They can be there for hundreds of years. So
Yes.
time to them is just like it's nothing, right?
Exactly.
So they just need to wait for the right time to tell you why, or maybe it's just a passing thing, lah.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just my luck.
I like to believe she was like, she was like the Miss P or whatever it was like looking at you. She wants to know I'm here. Don't tell her lah. Don't tell her lah. It'll be funnier that way if I don't tell her.
True. She could just be playing a prank on me. I don't know for what reason. Yeah.
Yeah, because it definitely doesn't sound like a malicious thing. It just sounds like what Carl said. It's just like, oh, I happen to be here. You happen to be there.
Exactly.
Oh, you can see me. Hi. I'm not gonna wave my hands. I'll just wave by swinging my legs.
Exactly. And I wasn't even like particularly trying to look for something. I was just like talking to you, and then out of the corner of my eye, like, can you imagine we're just talking now, and then out of the corner of my eye, I just saw something. I'm like, yeah,
You know I'm facing windows.
yeah, that's.
Guys, I have to reassure you guys, this place is safe. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we're all good.
I know.
We're good, right?
And we know that you will protect us.
But the windows outside are not safe, lah. So just don't stare at it for too long.
Evil are you? You are
we
evil.
got a very nice view, lah, right? Yeah. So
I'm not gonna look at it, lah.
No, don't.
yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I almost feel like getting back to you and like halfway through the show just start doing like this.
You know, like when the more you pretend to look at it, the
Yeah.
more you got.
Yeah, I know. That's literally what I was thinking. It's like, oh yeah, haha, you make a joke about it, then you can.
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Then immediately I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah.
Don't disturb Cynthia.
Yeah.
She had a very casual encounter once.
Yeah, that was a
So if there's
very-
anybody I'm not gonna mess with, it's gonna be you.
So
Sorry, yes, somebody was.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So WSA is asking you whether if you have consulted any spiritual experts about your ability.
No, not really. Because it's not affecting my life or anything like that. I mean, I do get headaches time to time, but it's not to the extent where, I'm immobilized or I cannot walk, I cannot function. So to me, it's just like, yeah, it's okay.
Actually, you will make a very good. Your friends are actually missing out on an opportunity. Your close friends are like, if they buy a new apartment, it's like, hey Cynthia, like, you can come my house, my new house. You can take a look at this new apartment. And then if you have got headache or not, got headache. Oh, no headache. Sorry sir, we're not gonna buy this
I don't
house.
know if it's
Bye.
accurate every time, but I cannot affirm that it's accurate 100%. But I just feel it, I don't even know. Sometimes I feel it, or what is it? It could just be a passing spirit. What if the house is really not haunted, but it's just a passing thing?
You stay overnight.
You know what I mean?
I almost
Yeah,
feel like,
yeah,
okay, like you try for a few friends first. If
Yeah.
quite accurate, right? Side business.
Very entrepreneurial of you.
Get your skills, pair up with real estate agents.
Okay. Yeah. That might work. Do you have any property friends online?
Yeah.
Please. I would love to work with you guys.
Yeah. So Sebastian, Sebastian said 7 months will be very challenging for you, and I
Oh
agree.
my goodness, yeah.
But I think I want to lead it to a question where, like, is it extra bad during 7 months? Like
Strange
hungry
enough,
ghosts?
no. Strange enough, no. I think it's the same. Like, that's why I'm still trying to figure out why I'll get headaches. Is it because of a passing spirit, or is it because someone's gonna die, or is it because like the spirit wants something, that's why I get a headache? I still don't understand why. Because cannot be. There are spirits everywhere.
Yeah.
So if
Yep.
I really meet spirits every time, then I'm gonna get a headache 24 hours. What?
Yeah.
Am I right to say that?
Actually, yeah. That's a fair
Right.
point. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it probably is just those that are going to pass on or those that have just passed on.
Yeah.
Or those that pass on but they cannot move on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured that out yet, but yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe that's why you didn't get like the headache when you were at the pool.
Yeah,
Because she was like, oh yeah, I've been here for quite some time.
I mean, when you're, I mean, I don't have the site, but I've seen a few before, right? And those are times where I believe that you're very down on your luck. You just you're not doing great during that time. So therefore you sway lah, then you can see it. You're unlucky, then you can see it.
That's why.
Yeah, but we don't forget, do we?
We don't forget. Yeah,
we
it's,
don't
the
forget.
image is...
The image is burned into your brain.
Yes, I pray that you won't have to witness something like that.
I also praying. Yeah. Like right now I'm praying that I don't have to witness something like
I
that.
don't understand why Ghostbusters want to see it. No, I cannot understand. No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
No lah, I
understand
mean,
the logic why.
They are trying to debunk it. Yeah.
Don't need to debunk. It's there. It's there.
yeah.
It's there. Like, why do you guys want to see something? You guys are not ready for what you guys are gonna see, man. Trust me.
I think you've just ruined the entire market for like Ghostbusters and Ghost Hunters. You're like, I don't need to disprove. I'm telling you right now, it's there.
It's there. It's like everyone knows it's there. How can why? What else do you guys want to debunk? Like how it looks like a certain way. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I cannot understand why.
I sure as hell would not want to see them and find out what they look like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But there are people who wants to see them and wants to find out how they look like.
I almost feel like people like that, and I'm generalizing lah, but like it could be a case of it's one of two things. Either A, they've never seen any of these things. For some reason they throughout their entire lives, nothing even remotely supernatural happened to them. Or the other side is like yours, the way you've dealt with it is, okay, this is, a funeral's coming, or there's a funeral out here or something. And the way you talk about it is very, you're way more calm about it than I would be lah. I will say that lah. You're like, okay, yeah. No, funeral's coming, definitely.
I mean, I've lived with it for
yeah, exactly, yeah.
so many years.
But
yeah.
like some people might not be able to process it as well as you have.
Actually, she might be the first one with the gift.
I don't even know
First
if
guess.
you wanna
First
guess, yeah. I was like,
guess
yeah.
with the gift.
Yeah.
As far as we know lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than for me, I mean,
Well, yeah.
I mean, I do have
You can see stuff.
no, I can't
right?
see. I don't want to
Then-
see.
then
I can
what?
feel.
Oh,
My
so
feel
we're-
is pretty strong.
So we're like the same, but you don't get
I don't get
headaches.
headaches. I can feel like
Then what do you get?
nothing. I just feel I just know lah. Like this
Oh.
place is dirty. Yeah. My hairs can stand. I can get dreams. Don't worry, no, nothing. Don't worry. I need to reassure both of you
Can
guys.
you stop looking at the window? or not?
It's
Nothing.
because of you, Wayne.
No, it's because of you.
Nothing, guys.
You were like, hey, looking at the side. Now I'm like, oh no. I
Yeah.
was like, what's off my side? Oh no.
No, I'm so glad I'm not seeing that because guys, I was supposed to sit there just now, so I exchanged spaces with Wayne.
Yeah. All good. Don't worry.
Yeah, all
I think we're fine.
You know what the worst part is? Like, because I'm angled this way, then from the side, right? I can see
Aiyo,
outside.
yeah.
And outside is fine. Then I see like, because we've got like little white
And then
shells
you
down
see
here.
the reflections of the shell.
And then what I see is a vague white shape while you tell me about, there was a woman in white that was just sitting on a railing. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. So don't worry, guys.
We are good.
We're safe.
Carl, protect us.
Yeah, I will protect you guys. Yeah. So Sebastian believes in your supernatural gift, like the ghost whisperer.
Thank you. But I just feel like I wish there was more to what I could do. But maybe if I do consult like a spiritual master, I don't know. But all my friends have been saying like maybe you should go see someone,
maybe
see
you
if you
should.
can use your ability to better use.
But it's tiring. lah.
Yeah, that's what they say. And then they also say like if I do use this ability, it's not necessarily healthy all the time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if
not.
you cannot help, then it gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I feel like it's also reflective of what you and your friends are doing, where it's a case of, you go to the place and you just want to explore the place. You don't want to call them.
Yes,
so
yes, I don't wanna
if
do
you're if you're using your ability for like something more, also it almost feels like if I'm doing, the more I use it, consciously use it, then the more maybe people they will start paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, they know.
They know
The
when
fact
you
that
can.
we're talking about it, they know.
They know.
Yeah,
They
so-
are hearing us right now.
Yeah, of course.
That's not very comforting of it.
Yeah. No, like you. I mean, do you listen to other podcasts, right? So there's this podcast by Dennis Chu,
Yeah, Dennis Chu,
Zhou
yeah,
Gong,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Then he
yeah.
say he has
Zhou
this.
Gong
Yeah, it's like 你在听，他们也在听. Basically, translate from Mandarin, if you're listening in to horror,
They are
so
also
yeah, they are
listening in.
So we may have fans from the beyond, and I thank you for the support,
We thank
you.
unwavering, undead support. But
Yes.
yeah, just keep your social distance.
Yes. We appreciate it. We don't need the fan mail. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're a living fan, great. You want to tell us, that's fine. If you're not a living fan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we appreciate it. Don't have to tell us. It's okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So Avnish, you're asking me how can I hear the conversations when I have the headphones on? It's actually to tap into the system to hear the mics. So
Yeah.
the big technical jargon. Don't worry, I can read. Yeah. So let's move on.
I saw you. I know you're supposed to move on, but I saw you lift up
And
your.
no,
your tiger.
some guy was like, I saw tiger. Edwin said that I saw tiger. Yep, tiger. Always tiger, man. Yeah.
Alcoholic.
No, tiger fan.
Oh, alcoholic fan. TLDR.
Yeah.
Okay, we skipped ahead way in terms of
Okay.
questions just now, but
Okay.
to be fair, we never go in order of questions.
I think the pacing is good.
So yeah, no, but I just wanted to before we move away from closing time, one last question about closing time was what was the first thing that attracted you to the script? Like when you read it and thought this up, okay, I want to do this project. What was the first thing that attracted you to it? Not try to pat myself on the back. It's
no worries,
script,
no
yay.
worries. No. So many Okay, I mean, when I first read the script, I really liked it because, like I mentioned just now, it's not just the horror elements. I like how there's a romance flair, there's a comedic flair to it, and yeah, I think it's just more than horror, and I've always wanted to do something like that because I don't want it just to be plain horror.
Yep.
I want to have something more,
Yep.
there's like more essence to it. that kind of
Agree.
stuff. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So that was what attracted me to the script.
Yeah. Quite.
I almost feel like
I give yourself a
I didn't intentionally put that in there for us to go oh, nice warm fuzzy moment, but it's a nice warm fuzzy moment. Before we move
Because you're scared, right? Because you're scared, right?
Scared, no, that one goes without saying. Every episode we establish that I'm the coward.
Yeah.
So it's
No
fine.
lah.
But thank you. It's nice to hear stuff it's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
And we say this every month when people are like, oh, we like this, we like that, everything. But it's nice to know that people appreciate that.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
definitely.
because I think that was always our intention, so it can't just
Yeah.
be like, scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, there's a place for that. But, also for stuff like this also lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
No, but okay, so swinging back to non-closing time stuff, but also spooky stuff.
Okay.
So you said that the first time you had that headache was when you were 3.
4.
3 or 4.
3 or
around
4,
there.
Yeah.
And after a while you realize, it's connected to, funerals and all that. But what was your first, when did you realize, there's this thing called the supernatural? So was your experience in the pool the first time you saw something?
Yeah, my experience.
Okay.
My experience at the pool was the first time I saw something. But I mean, I've been having a headache since I was 3, 4, and my mom would be like, so I'll tell my mom obviously, and then my mom would be like, oh, just ignore the headaches, and I'm like, okay, and then I didn't know that it was a pattern then because I was still young. Until when I was in my primary school, 10 or 11, and then I realized that, hey, why is it that whenever I get a headache, there's a funeral? And then I realized that, oh, so there's a pattern.
Yeah.
And I would know what kind of headaches it is. It's not like those normal headache that goes away, Panadol. I would know it's not a headache. I mean, it's a headache, but I would know that it's not like, a normal headache.
I do not have that gift, but I already know what exactly you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, but okay, so what was your first, not necessarily your encounter, but what was the first time you were aware of stuff like the supernatural?
I
Was
think
it
when
a
I was
movie
okay,
or
okay.
did people tell you ghost stories and then you're like, oh, what?
I think it
what's
was a movie. I think the movie that really spooked me out was this movie called The Maid.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
The Maid by Calvin Tong, Singaporean Pride.
Yes,
horror
yes. I watched that and I was like, I was so young then, come on. And I watched it with my friends and I was like, wow, that really spooked me out. And I regretted it. I regretted watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when I kind of realized. I mean, I always knew that it was there. I always knew that. Yeah, there was the supernatural. But I think I got really spooked out after watching The Maid, and ever since I've been quite paranoid. Ever since, I'll feel like when I'm at home, I'll ask is there someone staring at me? You know when you were a kid? I don't know if you guys do that, but sometimes when I was a kid, right, I'll get very paranoid sometimes when it's alone at home and there's no one, and then I'll ask myself like, do I feel like an extra pair of eyes staring at me?
For sure. I can relate. I think we're about the same age, so I watched it after school. I watched the main after school. I went home. I was terrified.
Exactly. It's so well done, man. That was.
It's really good. I remember watching that. Like the first time.
You were in your secondary school too, also, right?
Yes, yes. You are now officially my favorite guest. It's people like you've seen her act, and the fact that she managed to say that with a straight face and keep that straight face for so long.
That's the whole reason why.
In case the short film wasn't enough to convince you why she was our choice.
Thank you.
To carry the emotional cord.
Thank you. I know.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'm quite sure you're also the first guest to break Kyle.
Oh, am I?
I don't think I've seen him laugh that hard.
Okay,
I'm just trying not to laugh into the microphone. Yeah, obviously
But,
Wayne was in his secondary school.
Yes.
when we watched
So
it.
you watched it after class with
Correct,
your friends.
yes.
Okay. And then
Secondary school,
How
right?
do you feel afterwards?
Well, as a teenager at the time, oh my goodness, I was so
You would-
frightened. Because I was so young and so impressionable.
And then you guys say that Wayne cannot act. Who is the one that says Wayne cannot act? I think he's doing.
Wayne was the one that said the Wayne cannot act.
I think he's doing quite a good job, guys. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I concur. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, my teenage years, boy, that was great. Back in the early 2000s.
Yep, totally.
Wait, hang on, let me do that.
Yeah, I was like, wait, 2000s? Yeah, 2000s.
2000s, right?
Mm.
2000s, right?
Yeah.
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 For us, lah.
Close
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for us.
Totally.
Close to 20.
Totally.
Yeah. Back when I was a teenager in the early 2000s. My
Yeah.
goodness, wow, yeah.
So
Those were the times.
Avnish says that it is getting hard for episode by episode to wait for the Cemetery episode. Just for some context to you.
Oh, okay.
We promised our fans. He promised our fans.
No.
Why will you make such a promise? I see the word cemetery and I'm like, what?
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you because I was not the one that made that promise. I was pressured into making that promise.
So I say,
Okay.
Context.
if we hit how many? 10,000 on our
Spotify.
No, you said the numbers 10,000 for Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, yeah, you're correct.
Then we will do a dead air episode like this live, but in a cemetery.
10,000 what?
10,000 followers.
On was
Facebook
that
and Instagram.
Facebook,
both.
Instagram?
Both.
We had one for YouTube subscriptions as well, right?
YouTube is the narrator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one better.
Yeah. I mean, Spotify, we've definitely crossed 1 million mark already. So
Yeah.
Spotify, no problem. But if I were to do Spotify, you probably would do it way faster, right?
Wait, can we go live on Spotify? Is this live on Spotify too?
No, you can't go
right?
live on Spotify. Yeah,
Oh,
you
but
can't.
this will be uploaded to Spotify.
Yeah, this will be uploaded to
Interesting.
Spotify.
I'm on Spotify, guys. Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Spotify.
Just
It's okay.
Sorry, I like how you were so like you've been in movies.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, do you know like Spotify is the who wouldn't want to be on Spotify? If I tell my friends, hey guys, I'll be on Spotify, it's an honor. Come on.
Yeah.
I am so happy. I didn't know this was gonna be on Spotify, but yeah,
Yes,
I'm on
but-
Spotify.
Our platforms, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So just a slight slight tangent and slight flex. Million on Spotify,
Yay.
definitely no problem.
Oh my god.
But our Facebook and Instagram game has to be up lah, because we don't do video.
Correct,
we do mostly audio content.
Correct.
So Wayne, 20,000 on both. I mean, like together, Facebook and Instagram. Then we'll do the cemetery.
Hang on. Whoa, wait. No, I want to be specific here. 20,000.
Either 10, 10.
Or it could be 15.5,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be like
I was working on the assumption that we're getting 20,000 for Facebook and 20,000.
No. 10.
that's a nice save there.
Yeah, 10. Then
It
after
would have
that
been
we
a
go
nice
to the
save
cemetery,
if he
yeah.
didn't go no.
No. 10. Don't worry, I'll make sure there's spiritual practitioners there. I'll make sure there's 2 spiritual practitioners there. I will pull in a generator and put on lights in the cemetery just to get this safer.
Okay, did we specify that it will have to be recorded at night?
Have to.
I'm sorry, Wayne, I can't help you. I'm gonna stay up this conversation.
Yeah,
guys.
what's the
you-
point of doing it in the
Look,
day?
Look,
What's
you're,
the point?
you're right to stay out of this conversation purely because I'm quite sure I shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you did. I'm quite sure you did, Wayne.
Yeah.
As a fellow actor, how do I get out of this?
I guess you're just gonna brace it through. You're just gonna wing it, man. Just gonna put on a poker face and actually I'm not scared. I'm not. Like how you said that you were a teenager, like stop laughing.
Yeah. You
know?
Was my teenage monologue good enough acting to fool?
Yeah,
them?
definitely.
Okay.
I feel.
All
right,
okay.
guys? We are so sold, right? I am sold, at least.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
So I don't really understand this question. What is the scariest ghost that you found in movie? Mine is The Nun, cause I have not watched any of this.
Oh, I think he's asking what's
Oh,
the
The
scariest film movie, film monster that you've seen. Like what?
Oh yeah.
What creature in the movies have scared
For
you?
his
the
is
most?
Nun lah, right?
Yeah.
So Cynthia, scariest one.
The scariest movie that I've watched.
Yeah.
The monster lah, I guess.
At least just the monster lah.
In The Nun, right?
No, not the
Oh,
Nun.
any movie.
Any
Oh.
horror.
Wow, I don't have a favorite. I think all of them are equally scary, but I think the maid still scares me the most.
Because it's the first horror movie you watched. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still depicted in my mind, like the scene where she was wearing the cloth. Oh my goodness.
I think that might be the case for most people. Like, again, I'm not gonna speak for other people, but like it's always the first horror movie that sticks in my mind the most.
Yes. Exactly. I cannot get it out of my head.
Have you seen The Maid again since you watched it?
No.
Maybe
I should watch it again.
I need to watch it, man. Yeah.
I
You know.
see. Now I'm curious. Like, if you do watch it again, right? Please let us know, like, whether you were still just as frightened by it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's for everybody, it's slightly different. Like, some people, the more they watch a certain movie, the less scary it gets. Like, I famously tell the story of like how my brother made me watch like The Exorcist when I was like 6.
Oh, bless him. Why would he do that?
Because he's a horrible person. And to make matters worse, he told me it was like Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why would he do that? That's so bad. That's so mean.
I mean, in retrospect, it's a funny prank.
Interesting dynamics you have with your brother.
Very interesting dynamics. But
Okay.
like, it's one of those things where like, if I were to watch, because I've watched The Exorcist, I think like 4 or 5 times over my entire life, and every time I watch it, it's slightly less scary. So I'm kind of curious to see like if you watch, and I promise we won't do like a special Dead Air episode where you come on and then you give commentary while we watch The Maid.
No, I think like it doesn't get less scarier. I think it gets less scarier because you already know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
But the idea of it is still the same.
Yeah.
The idea of it is still as scary. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
trying to say? Yeah. So.
Yeah. Totally.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. So Wayne?
Sorry, I thought you were like gonna sit down there. I was like,
No. I'm just waiting for you. to
Because
ask
like
the question.
I thought you were like, oh, what was your first horror movie? It was.
I don't remember.
You don't
Okay.
remember your
I mean, I watched the first in cinema is probably The Maid as well.
Yeah.
Because you had that look on your face like.
Right.
That's why I was like waiting for you because like.
But
you
it's
had
not
the
the scariest one
Yeah.
for me. I think probably either Dark Water or some Hong Kong horror film. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty creepy.
I mean, okay lah. So not necessarily scary, but what has been like your favorite like horror movie or horror story or like book or comic or anything like that? Doesn't necessarily have to be the scariest one. Doesn't even necessarily have to be like
Yeah.
straight up horror. It could be horror comedy.
Just horror related.
You don't have to say closing time, but you know, let's assume that if that was your favorite, what's the second favorite? Then?
Jeez,
Okay.
Wayne.
I know, shameless.
I think it would be Saw.
The first one.
Oh,
Yeah, I watched all series of Saw.
really?
I'm quite a big fan of Gore. Oh yeah, I remember they asked me this question, very funny. So when I went for the script read, right, so they were just trying to say, so Cynthia, what kind of genre do you like to watch? So I said Gore, and they're like, Gore? I said yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
They all went like,
Gore. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I really really like Gore. I don't know why.
Huh. And
Yeah.
like when you watch it, do you like go yeah, or is it like
Yeah,
yes more?
I do. So my friends always calls me a psychopath. First, there was once I remember I was watching this Thai show called Art of the Devil. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
Lord.
So yeah, I was eating wonton mee and watching it at the same time, and then my friend was like, "How?" So there was this part where he was, I think, plucking out the fingernails or something, or the teeth. I couldn't remember either one. Yeah, so I was just like eating and watching it, and my friend beside me was like,
Not
giving
many
me
can
the
do that.
skeptic eyes. But yeah.
I've literally I can only think of one other person that did that, and it's going back to my relationship with my brother. This really says a lot because this is one of his friends. I'm trying to say this in a way so it doesn't reveal that I'm not as young as I've been
It's
pretending
okay,
to
it's
be.
okay. Oh no, you're young.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
worries.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So there was like this I remember there was this film series, and I don't know whether it was like proper like snuff films or they pretended to be snuff films. So it's horrible stuff. Like it's not even like horror, it's just like somebody and this was, okay, I'm gonna show my age. This was pre-internet. And it was a series of like VHS tapes that were like, you know, circulate, like somebody's friend of a friend would have it or something like that. And it was always like, you know, horrible. It's not even a story. It's like, oh, somebody falls off a bridge and then they film it and everything like that. And one of my brother's friends would watch it. He'll come over to our place. First of all, he will take the chicken chop that was reserved for me for dinner, and then he'll eat the chicken chop but as a sandwich. So he'll have a sandwich in his hand while watching all of this. And then we all just, like, the rest of us are standing one side just looking at him like, what is wrong with you?
Exactly. All my friends are always saying, I think you're secretly a psychopath. I'm like,
You can have
No
one
lah.
tan mee while watching. Walao.
I think it's you know, it's like emotional privilege. Meaning to say that you have not seen enough real life gore to actually be able to do. I don't know.
I haven't seen enough real life gore. I won't be able to eat.
I've seen enough real life gore, so I can't.
Okay.
I ate chicken while watching Ratchet. And I almost vomited. I was like, this is
oh,
disgusting.
Ratchet is okay.
I know. I was like, no, the
Ratchet
brain,
is
the brain
okay.
part. I was like, I'm done, bro. I'm a horror creator, but I'm done. Not when I'm eating chicken.
I love your reaction. I was like, that's okay, what?
Ratchet is yeah, okay, fine.
She's
Okay,
like,
okay,
she's like,
okay.
you guys are weak.
Okay. We have established that we're weak. So hang on. So Saw is still, in terms of the gore movie, Saw is still your top.
If you just talk about the gore part, then yeah, I like Saw's gory content, like how they think about how. And then, you know, one thing I found out recently, they say like Saw it actually came out from a group of teenagers. A group of teenagers actually came up with the idea of Saw, but I don't know how accurate it is. I just read it somewhere, or like, oh yeah, my friend told me. So I was like, okay.
I can actually believe that.
Yeah, so all the more I found it super interesting, like how it could just come out from the minds of teenagers.
Messed
You guys
up,
believe
It's
it?
really messed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because I actually, like, for me, Saw, I can still, like, I will go, but I can tolerate lah. So out of the whole series, which one's your favorite?
Wow.
Oh,
Because there's like, how many of them are
5.
there?
I think was it part 5 or 6? I remember the opening part was when they cut open the head. Do you guys watch that?
I think so.
Yeah, it's either 5 or 6. There was this guy that was lying on the hospital. I mean, not hospital, lying on the mortuary, and on the wait, on the surgery table. Was it even a surgery table? I don't remember. Yeah, and then they just cut open the head, and then they try to find something they cannot find, and they cut open the stomach and try to find something, and then they managed to find a memory card.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember that scene. So was it 5 or 6, or was it 4?
This is the
Yeah.
most casual I've ever seen anybody
Yeah,
talk about
exactly. I'm more amazed at that.
Yeah.
So they cut open. It's like almost like open the Ziploc bag and
like,
just take out.
Saw. Don't get me wrong, I'm listening to you and I'm trying to remember which Saw movie it was, but also at the same time, it's like, well, she's very
quite
casual
cool.
about this.
Yeah, very casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. This is the reason why I'm single. No,
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. Just kidding.
Wait. See, I
No
should
lah.
have said this is a 2-part question. So that one is your favorite one, but which? This is gonna sound
Scene.
horrible. Yes.
Which scene was my favorite? Oh, I actually
In
like
that one or in any of the Saw movies?
in any of the Saw movies. There was this scene where they had they were stuck in a car or something. I don't know if you guys remember that scene. They were stuck in a car. Oh no, the look on Carl's face. They were stuck in the car, I think, and then I think it was a couple, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. So the boyfriend was been stuck in the car, and then his entire body was soaked. Sorry, I was so excited.
It's okay.
Talk about Saw.
Go ahead.
Okay, so his entire body was soaked to the car, like the car seat. So it means like, imagine this is the seat. So my skin is actually being
The leather seat.
being soaked onto the leather seats. So so what he had to do is he had to peel himself off
Yep.
to reach out for the key or something. So I think reach out for the key to start the engine so that his girlfriend is stuck below the car. So if he doesn't reach the key by a certain time, I think his girlfriend's head's gonna get crushed or something. So I think that was, wow, why would people actually think of that? That's so...
No, I mean,
messed up in
strangely
so
enough,
many
I
levels.
remember that scene. Because of the sound.
Yeah.
I vaguely recall that, but also that's weirdly romantic.
Romantic.
Because he need to save his girlfriend, what? So
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I'll do this to save my girlfriend."
Yeah, but
I mean,
end up he
it's-
didn't manage to save because it was too painful.
Okay, lah. The end not exactly romantic, lah, but like,
It's the thought that counts, right?
it's the thought that counts. Like, you know, if I was the girlfriend, I'd at least appreciate the gesture
I mean,
and the
yeah.
effort.
So would you like? So are you like a fan of Jigsaw, the bad guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your smile was a bit
No,
too casual,
no
lah.
judgment there. Yeah.
No judgment, just fear.
I need to make a kind of like a pun. It's horrible, but like his kills are pretty sick.
Yeah.
Not literal sick, but at the same time, quite
Yeah.
creative. This
Very
guy.
creative. That's why I like the whole entire idea of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see at this point in time now, I feel like okay. So sometimes when I write, I specifically go, okay, what would my collaborators like to do? Now I feel at some point in time I have to do a gory movie, just so we can work with you again.
Yeah. Maybe
That
she
would
can be the
so
Jigsaw.
Interesting. I don't mind doing that.
Yes, I feel like you should be the.
I
You
don't mind.
you shouldn't be one of the people that's getting killed. You should be the mastermind behind it.
Slight tangent, right? Talking about
Yeah.
Gore, there was this film. I think this series, the Malaysian series, it's pretty messed up. I think it's called Bakute or something.
Oh,
So
yeah?
basically, it's a bunch of women that have been wronged,
Oh,
and
I
then
know
they
this one.
start killing men and cook them in the bakute. It's very gore. And then you can hear the sound. I think it was clay pot bakute or something. I didn't eat bakute for like the longest time after watching it.
Yeah, my friend couldn't eat bak kut teh after. I remember I watched that. I think that was quite good. That was really quite good.
Were you eating while watching that as well?
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah, I wasn't.
I have to check
wasn't.
lah at this point in time.
I ate already. Then I watched.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You didn't eat bakute first, right?
No, I didn't eat bak kut teh, but
Okay,
I
okay.
wanted. I mean, I was quite hungry after watching the bak kut teh. I was like, wow, damn, actually, I wanted to eat. But my friends didn't want to eat. They obviously couldn't eat bak kut teh after watching that. And I was like, okay, fine.
In all fairness, at least that one, right? I think we can have some common ground, because when I watch like Hannibal or anything like that, right,
Yeah,
I get them hungry lah.
exactly. You will what?
It's so confusing for me because like
Hannibal
the-
Rising, right? Was it?
Yeah, no, like just all the Silence of the Lambs and like the Hannibal stuff, right? Like the TV series, the food looks
Yeah.
is presented extra well.
Exactly.
But even when it's not presented extra well, when you see them just like eating,
Yeah.
you're like, hungry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's so confusing. Well, okay lah. For me, it's confusing. For you, it's probably like, well, I'm just gonna get myself a snack lah. But for me, it's like I want to eat, but then the next scene got gore, so I don't want to eat, but I also want to eat.
And you feel like, shit, am I a psychopath now? I actually feel hungry watching this. You ask yourself that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the worst version of food photography ever. That one.
Yeah, man.
So Win,
That was so fun.
Oh, okay.
our
So,
usual.
do we want to do our usual? Or
Yeah.
do you have any more questions?
Not really lah. Faces of Death.
Yes, I did. Okay, I didn't want to say the name, because like I don't know whether it's actual snuff film or because there was so much like back and forth about whether it was an actual snuff film, whether it's this, whether it's that. So I didn't want to say the name of it, and I don't like.
Yeah.
Just, nah.
Yeah.
It just makes me go nah, just even thinking about
Yeah,
it. But
why-
yes,
why
Faces of
would-
Death was the one.
Yeah.
But you know,
she's totally judging you. It's like Win is such a.
oh, judge
No,
away.
I'm
really.
not.
No,
Faces
I'm
of
no.
Death
not.
series and
No. Judge.
I'm
It's perfectly fine.
not.
It's the good dynamic to have, because then in the end of the day, I just think to myself, as long as Carl,
I judged myself a little lah when I almost vomited when after eating chicken and watching Ratchet. I judged myself like, wow, you should be better than this, but like then disgusting the hate thing.
like okay, before we wrap things up and everything, I just like. I like how you said like your favorite scene was like the guy getting sewn to the chair and then he has to reach out and everything. Mine, right, and just to give you an idea of how much of a wimp I am in comparison to you when it comes to this, right? from the Saw movies, the one that really I think it was the second one, Saw 2, where spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the Saw series, the girl who eventually takes over Jigsaw. So she's one of the prisoners first, right?
Yep.
So she falls into a pit filled with needles. That was it for me. Like the needles didn't have to. It wasn't even her in the pit, It's the moment before when she's falling into the pit. I already like, I cannot.
this goes to show that Wayne has a kind heart.
Sure. Let's. You know what? I like that reasoning. It's my kind heart. Yes.
Totally your kind
He has
heart.
a very soft heart.
Yes.
Yes, he has a
Sure.
very soft heart.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I feel like, you've taught me about writing today, and at the same time you've also helped me realize my dream to be an actor.
Yep.
Yeah. So that it's not even the scene where she's like, because after that she's crawling around the needles, right? That one already I'm like, I've mentally checked out.
Yeah.
When she falls in, I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
I was like, nah, I cannot. And yet still continue watching. I don't know why I do this to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to wrap up now, Gal?
No, not wrap up. Like we asked her the question that we asked
yes.
all
Sorry.
our-
Yeah. No.
Dude.
See, this is what
This is what when we talk about God and
I cannot let my brain like.
he gets freaked out.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. So we have one question that we ask every guest, and
Okay.
it doesn't necessarily have to be about the supernatural.
Yeah.
If it is about supernatural, that's all.
Yeah.
So, what are you the most afraid of?
Like your greatest fear.
Yes.
Emotionally, or it could
Oh,
not
it could
be.
be
No, it can be
Anything.
anything.
Like my answer
my
is
darkest fear lah.
Yeah, my answer is lizards.
Yeah, mine's
So-
similar.
Yes.
It's really stupid.
Yes.
No lizards here.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully not.
You had the look on your face like, so he cannot even deal with gore. Both of them scared of lizards. How do these people do horror films?
No, I'm not. Okay, my greatest fear, I think it would be getting left behind. Yeah. Okay, sorry, a bit philosophical.
No. I mean,
No, but yeah.
but
no.
in what
Yeah.
sense? Like,
Yeah.
In a sense where like I always have this fear of losing people around me. Like what if like the next day, like we could just be talking now, we are friends, right? And the next day you just like if we are really good friends and then the next day you just pass on.
wow.
I think it's that fear that I always have. And I'll be like, then I'll like, oh no, the person's not dead. Don't think so much.
No. No, but like that does
I
make
always
sense.
have this, yeah.
It does make. I mean, for somebody who literally has the gift of I have a headache,
Yeah.
funeral coming.
I will be very scared of like one day going to meet my friend and then like knowing that my friend's gonna die.
No headache right now, right? No. I know you said it earlier. I just needed to double check again.
No, but I always have this fear because you know that I can sense all this, right? So I always have this fear like, what if one day I meet my friend, my very good friend, or like someone close to me, someone I love, and then I realize that, oh no, I think he or she's gonna die. It's the fear of getting left behind, or the fear of knowing. Maybe I'd say a little bit of both.
I completely understand that because like when I think about it, the logical part of my brain is always like, and I will say this like, oh yeah, no, this is what I think. Like the logical part of my brain is like, okay, that just means that you have a very limited time with people and you have to treasure. But
Yes.
that's what I when I think about it, like, oh, just very vaguely, right? That's what comes to my head. My actual response is probably closer to yours. It's like, oh my god, if this happens to this person, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do myself.
Yeah. That's my greatest and deepest fear. I really don't want to.
Yeah, I think it can be both like physical or like, emotional. I think that's scary because it can happen both ways.
Okay, for physical, my greatest fear is I cannot stand open waters.
Oh, same.
Physically, open waters is a
Like
no
same,
for me.
same.
Wait, why?
I don't know what's beneath me.
Same. See?
Yes.
Same. I have the same. I think for me, literally, like, it just happened overnight. I had a nightmare where I was in a very deep like lake. Then there was a big waterfall behind me, like
bless
super loud, like shh. Then I drowned.
I don't know how come people would think it's therapeutic to go. I cannot. No.
Yeah, I can't.
I cannot.
Wait,
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
So if you went scuba diving where you could see, so you cannot even go scuba diving.
If the water is clear enough,
Right.
it's okay. But like Singapore waters or like open sea,
Yeah.
it's like dark and deep and
No. Yeah. Nah.
nope.
Nope.
nope,
Yeah.
nope,
Same.
nope.
Same.
See, okay, I think we all share this fear. Both of y'all still reasonable. My reason for this, because I wasn't so afraid of open waters before, because I never really thought about like, oh, what's underneath that. Because I swear sometimes I wonder whether I actually
Because you cannot swim.
no, I can swim,
Okay.
but I also wonder whether I got object permanence problem also. Because like, okay, just don't think about the fact that there's this chasm of stuff there where you
yeah.
Then one like, because I sometimes read horror books and everything. And one of the books I read involved a monster living at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean.
That's what got to me. A fictional creature living at the bottom of the ocean is what frightens me.
The Kraken?
No, Cthulhu.
Oh, aliens.
Yeah, see, that makes it even worse. Fictional alien creatures.
No, dude, like we had a discussion about this with John. With John. We don't know if Cthulhu is real or fake, right? We don't know. Because there's a lot, like there's a deep rabbit hole of internet theories, right? And supernatural beings may be alien. For all we know.
Exactly. Like we don't know what is it lurking at the bottom of the ocean. That's the thing. No man has able to find out.
Yeah.
That's,
we never
that's,
really
that's
explore
the,
our oceans.
That's
dude.
the scary part.
Can you imagine, like, three of us are here, like, genuine fear of, like, the deep.
And then SpongeBob is just
Exactly.
below the sea.
Exactly what I was thinking. It's like, we've discovered what's at the bottom of the sea. What?
SpongeBob.
A pineapple for some reason, and there's a sponge living in it.
Exactly, and then his best friend is a starfish, and then there's a squirrel with an astronaut. I mean, there's a squirrel that dresses as an astronaut. Whoever came up with SpongeBob must be high, though. I feel, right? You feel so? Right. I was just trying to figure it out. Like, you know, when I watched it as a kid, I used to find it interesting, and then now I grew up, I rewatch it again. I'm like,
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like it's almost like he smoke up, right?
oh,
Then he look over at his like the dish,
the
right?
sink.
Then
It's
got
like-
one sponge, then got one half-eaten pineapple, and then he's like, I'm gonna write a cartoon about this.
I like to believe he didn't even laugh. I think he just sat down there and was like, then he's like, super serious. I have an idea.
He start talking to the pineapple and the sponge.
that's why I cannot understand, you know. That's really funny. Like, the more I think about it, okay, like, you know, Pokemon and all, at least that still makes sense in a way because it's like anime and
Yes.
stuff. But SpongeBob is the one cartoon that I can never understand.
I remember watching that. Also when I was a kid.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then later, as an
Later,
adult,
later.
you know, because the first time I watched SpongeBob was like you, my fellow young people,
Yeah.
as a kid.
I see.
Yes.
And then,
And then later on, when I watched it as an adult, later on, I was like, what is going on here?
exactly.
Why can I not stop watching it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I cannot understand, like, living in a pineapple under the sea. I'm like, you know, it used to be really catchy as kids.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right?
As kids.
We were
Yes.
singing that as kids. And then now, you think back, you're like, they made a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah.
And the sponge actually lives in a pineapple.
I have to say, you know, as kids, you're really shooting to the top as favorite guest.
Yeah.
At least for me, lah.
This is why, like, the younger generation now is smarter than all of us.
Oh, that's-
Because when we were
that's-
young, we watched all this.
That's probably why.
Pretty
And
much.
we actually believe that there's a sponge living in the bottom of the sea in a pineapple, guys.
Yep. Pretty much.
I don't know. I feel like there's I like how we've completely taken this tangent away from like greatest fear to SpongeBob and now
Yeah,
kids
how did we
cartoons.
even get there?
It just happened.
This happens all the time.
I'm gonna pull us back.
Okay, yes, sorry, pull us back.
This is why we need Carl.
Yes.
Let's draw some comments.
Yes.
Okay.
Edwin is asking, what if Cynthia can see spirits at level 1 and sense the reapers but not see them at level 2?
What do you mean level 1, level 2?
So maybe
Oh.
yeah. So the lower tier spirits you can see. There's those that are like more fierce, so you cannot really see but you can sense them.
Oh,
that's a-
oh yeah, that could be one. I never really thought of it that way. Oh yeah, maybe what I'm sensing is the reapers, not the spirits. That could be. That's why I don't sense them every time, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, because wait, okay. So the question is, what if you can sense the reapers but not the higher level spirits?
What
Was
if
that
I
it?
could-
No, what if she could see the spirits but sense the reapers? Because it's not
Right.
easy to see the reapers,
Yeah.
basically.
So maybe all the spirits that I like, you know, the one at Jakarta was a lower tier spirit. I could see it, but I could only sense creepers. So that's the reason why I don't get
Oh, there's
headaches
a lot of
24 hours.
There's a lot of reapers.
Yeah, because every time a funeral happen or something, then I'll get a headache.
Busy,
mah. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But that's a good way to put
No,
it.
I like that theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. John always like leave the most like cryptic comments. The human equivalent of a cat staring into a corner and you're thinking, what are you looking at, Kitty?
Yes, my friend's cat does that all the time and it's freaking me out.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just be like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you looking at?
I'm,
Then
but
he's just like,
see, this makes me so grateful for the cat that me and my partner have.
okay, he doesn't stare into space.
He doesn't stare into space. However, he will stare at us with the most judging look on his face.
Oh, then it means that you guys are scarier than what he sees.
Oh no! It's not even like a fear in his eyes. Because
Spice,
yeah, because his original cat dad was a photographer, so the cat dad had to move to Malaysia, so he passed the cat to my partner lah, which is
Okay.
great because we do love him. But as a kitten, our cat Luca used to hang out with models
Oh,
like every day.
oh.
And then now he's hanging out with these two clowns that watch reality TV on Netflix constantly. So I think the look he's giving us is,
Yeah.
I used to hang out with models. What am I doing with you two? You're lucky you'll feed me.
I think that's the nature of our cats in all general, right? I just
Yes.
I don't know. I just love cats.
I love cats also.
I think the scary part, right, is that them staring into a corner,
Yeah,
and then you ask them, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you looking at?" Then they're like,
yeah. That's why my friend's cat always does that.
"Yeah,
I
And
feel
then they'll be like,
I
and then
feel
it's two of them. They'll just say, yeah.
no. That's the thing. I feel like cats staring in the corner is not so bad, just because they're beautiful creatures,
Yeah.
but they're also assholes that sometimes we can't understand.
yeah."
Oh yeah,
Just because they're assholes.
definitely.
I think I'm more freaked out when dogs start doing it.
Oh.
No, dogs don't just do that. They howl.
If they howl, weirdly enough, it doesn't. Okay, if they howl in the house, it's creepy.
At night, bro, in the house. Walao,
Yes.
I saw a dog do that, and I was like, whoa, what you saw?
That's like, okay, that's never happened to me where I was in the house at night. But I've seen dogs where they just stare in the corner. I'm like, dude, you're freaking me out even more.
Yeah.
That's I can't. Oh my god, that whole idea is it's scary.
I think the lesson we learn here is animals need to stop freaking us out.
Exactly. Oops.
Be polite, animals.
Yes.
So Avnish says that he was eating popcorn while watching Evil Dead, and he vomited. So the vomit smell was so bad that he vomited again. Smelling so
Oh wow, that's next level of vomiting.
Dude, you just made me like talk about a vomit story. Thanks.
Yeah. Vomit after you see the vomit, and then you vomit again after seeing your vomit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do know. I mean, like I do know that I do know of friends who also have the ability like us, which is even more unique. Whenever there's a spirit around, he will want to vomit.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he'll be like he won't vomit. He will retch like a cat. Like he'll start retching.
What, like a fur ball?
Yeah. Then it's like,
The way you do it is so funny.
Then it's like this place cannot. Then they will go. So like they always bring him to like houses. So the poor guy will be like, so he has to go. Yeah. So that's
So what if he gets drunk? I'm guilty.
exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
See,
Yeah.
when he gets drunk, he's been seeing too many spirits.
Yeah.
Ah.
So funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, before we wrap up, right? I think like I think the listeners are enjoying this, but other than that one incident, do you have any like other incidents that you might want to share? Yeah.
Incidents of what?
Like-
Of supernatural.
Yeah.
No. Thankfully, that's the only time I witnessed something. And apart from that, I mean, the occasional headaches I get going up. I think that's about it.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
I like how you say that's about it. Quite frankly, if I had your gift, I'd be like, no, that's more than enough. I don't need to see stuff as well.
I'm hoping that it doesn't lah, because they say that the more you age, the better you can sense. I don't know. That's what they say.
Really?
I don't know. To me, it's still the same. Thankfully,
I've heard that
I don't
it's
wanna- It's the other way around.
Yeah,
Is
that
it?
kids can see it more. Because I've like, maybe it's because when kids say it, they're just like extra creepy when they say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard that's the thing. Like I've heard the not exactly like the sixth sense or the third eye thing, but it's strongest when they're kids.
Yeah.
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 Seen
And
it firsthand. I've
Yeah.
seen
Oh,
a
is
kid
it?
wave to air.
I've heard stories of a kid telling his grandmother uncle's room got monster.
Yeah.
and then point out to the window on the 5th floor.
It's creepy when you see firsthand. Then you're
Yeah.
like literally at the corner. It's like, what you looking at the corner, bro? Like you're like, okay, bye.
My favorite one was my ex-boss. His kid's very sweet and quite an active imagination because the dad will encourage that imagination. Then there was one night the dad told the kid, "Okay, it's time for you to go to bed," and then the kid went, "No, not yet, because the old lady in the corner is still down there." And then she pointed to the top of the ceiling.
How did your friend react?
My friend was like,
Please tell me
"Okay."
you're kidding now. Please tell me.
No,
Please
he's
tell
like,
me you're
"Okay," and
joking.
then he just walks out. And now that I think about it, right, I would like to believe that was his kid's smartest move because she's like, "I don't go to sleep yet."
Yeah, I mean, true. Because he knows that her dad is scared of this kind of stuff.
I say your dad's scared of this kind of stuff. Dad was also the same person that asked me, "Hey, you want to go visit Old Changi Hospital or not?" I was like, "No, man. What's wrong with you?"
Exactly. Why would you want to go there?
British fella moved to Singapore. went to
Oh,
Singapore.
yeah, okay. Okay.
Yep.
So, any more comments before we wrap up?
Nope.
Nope.
I think we can wrap it up.
All right.
I think it's a good
Great.
session.
Okay, so one last question before we start wrapping up.
Yes.
Is there anything is there anything you can tell us about what you're currently working on, or do you want to tell us about like plug anything, promote anything? You're like, okay, you can find me here. If you want us to ask people to send you like fan mail, can also. What do you want everybody to know?
Yep.
Okay, guys. You guys can follow me on my Instagram at Cynthia Kuang. My name and my surname is Kuang. So yeah. As for projects, I'm not really working on anything right now at the moment, but we are planning on restarting our horror live stream soon. So it would be every Sunday 10 p.m. It should be every Sunday 10 p.m. And I hope that you guys get to see me more often here because I really enjoy myself. So you gotta ask the two to bring me back. Yeah, comment there. Please bring Cynthia back, and then they do have a choice but to bring me back.
It's
For
true.
sure, for sure.
It's true. When we were going to do it anyway, but the
Yeah.
demand, very
Yeah.
important. The horror podcast, it's on YouTube, right?
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
It's on Facebook and AMM. I mean the app AMM.
Yeah, AMM.
Yeah.
Carl will.
I will drop the link.
No,
later.
but Carl will drop link. He'll also roll his subtitled.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No.
I will represent.
It's fine. It's fine because like I've seen the kind of hard work he puts in for subtitles, so I
Yeah.
completely understand how difficult it can be.
Yeah, and I also did. Oh, I could also share something that I wrote, directed, and acted in.
Oh, sure.
I did everything with my phone. So
Yeah.
I will share the link to you guys later.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
I should have shared with you. Then you guys can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
shot,
don't
worry.
wrote,
Okay.
edited, acted.
Wow,
Can you
nice.
tell us what it's about?
Yeah.
It's horror. It's horror.
You do it yourself at home?
Yeah. It was shot here. It
Oh,
was shot
nearby.
here. Yes.
You didn't have help?
My ex-boyfriend and my ex-boyfriend's brother helped me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Cool.
Just 3 of us.
When
okay.
was
Okay.
this? When was this?
6, 7 months ago.
Nice.
Has it been released yet, or is it gonna get released?
I released it already.
Okay,
I will
come on.
share with you guys soon. So
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
that's something that I'm very proud of lah.
So we
that
can.
managed
I
to
guess we
do.
can like add that in to the comments or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
So-
for
Yes,
sure. I will add
please.
it in the
Yes,
description
please.
link. And
Very nice.
Yes,
Very
please.
nice. I like that. So anything else to push on top of that?
No, just follow me on
Okay.
Instagram and make sure to comment to bring me back, guys.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the last thing you push. Very effective.
And also watch Closing Time if you guys haven't. That's the most important thing.
yeah.
So we watched it at the start of this episode. If
Yeah.
you joining us now, don't worry. Once we go off the live
Mm-hmm.
stream, you can just. How long does it take before they can like rewatch the whole episode immediately? Right?
immediately.
Almost
So you-
immediately.
Yes. So make sure you watch it and then watch it again
Yes.
and then watch it a few more times after that.
Just
And then after
to be
you
sure.
after you've seen it, yeah, correct. We need you to to be able to tell us at like the 3-minute mark, right?
Yeah. What happened?
What Cynthia's expression is like, and what and if you can write for us a 500-word essay of why did she pick that particular
Yeah,
expression.
and why is it that my hair and which direction my hair was falling? Yeah, that's very important.
Correct. And bear in mind that all the hair fall, right, the decision, right, was deliberate. So why did Cynthia make the choice to have her hair fall in a certain direction
Yep,
at
yep,
like
yep.
the 7-minute
Yeah,
mark?
there's an artistic flair to it, guys. So
Correct.
you guys gotta.
Definitely.
Yes. And at the 20-minute mark, even though I know the short film is less than 20 minutes, at the 20-minute mark, if Cynthia looks like in a specific direction, why did she look in that
Yeah,
direction?
why? Why did I look into that direction?
Yes. So that's how many times you should be watching Closing Time.
Yes.
And then after that, in the comments demand bring Cynthia back. How dare you?
Yeah.
Why,
Yes.
why is she not here now? And then we'll
Yes.
go, but it's not live. And then we'll go, we don't care. Bring Cynthia back.
Yes.
Yep.
Very
Thank you
important.
guys.
Yes. Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
for
Thank
having
you,
us
thank you.
and for
Yeah.
having me.
Thank you for providing. Again, weirdly enough, I don't know why. Probably the leg swinging. Probably one of the creepiest stories that any of our guests have told us.
Yeah. One of the most scariest. Yeah.
Look forward to going to sleep tonight.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I can sleep fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
can
Thank
sleep
you very
fine.
much. Yeah.
Poor Wayne.
Yeah.
You can share it with your partner and then you both cannot sleep. And then you both can so mean. And then you both can just be like, and then your partner's gonna get really mad. Because like, why will you share this with me when you can't sleep?
See, that's the thing. She'll get
yeah.
very mad, right? She won't get mad at you. She won't get mad at Carl. I will take the brunt of it.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And then I'll be scared for a different reason.
Better than that. lah.
But yeah, that's true. Okay, so shall we do a wrap up now? Carl?
Yep, let's
We all
do
good for
that.
wrap up? All right.
Yep, all good.
Wait, let me do my radio voice. Because, fellow actor, you understand, right? Okay. Why you laugh?
Nothing.
Why you laugh?
You can get the poster, yours.
Yeah. Me. Actor.
No, you need to do the thing.
Was it?
You need to do the warm up, vocal warm up thingy. Okay?
Please like this video if you want to see me continue my acting career. Don't worry, I'll continue writing episodes of Ghost Maps.
Yes.
All right, so new episodes of Ghost Maps go online every second and fourth Thursday of the month on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and all major platforms. Eventually, also, this interview with Cynthia will be on Spotify, and then she will celebrate. She's been in movies. And she's like, Spotify. I don't know. To make sure you never miss an episode, subscribe now and follow us on social media at We Are HANTU. That's one word, WeAreHantu. See, I got like a song going now. That will be the Dyah theme song from now on. If you would like to share your own stories that could inspire future episodes of Ghost Maps, you can reach us through the contact form on hantu.sg or message us directly through Facebook and Instagram. You can also buy our official merchandise like t-shirts, tote bags, and masks on Redbubble, or be one of our supporters on Patreon. Search for We Are HANTU. Again, that's one word, WeAreHantu. No, wait, that's too close to the Mickey Mouse Club theme song. Never mind.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Forget that tune. That's not going to work then. All right. And now for the sign off that
The
Carl and I
sign
love
off
to do together.
finale.
Yep.
Helga, on a count of three.
Yep.
1, 2,
Two,
3. And remember,
Remember,
just because they're stories, it
that
doesn't mean they're not true.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Wow.
Bye.